Kuzma?
No,
Denny?
no. This, like today.
Denny. Oh, Denny.
Yeah, he was saying
Former
that
Chicago Bulls mock draft legend.
right. He
Oh yeah,
right.
He was he was a savior.
You know, Chandler Parsons is already like a low key a hater.
He's high key a hater.
Yeah, high key a hater. So he basically said all these like mid players basically getting 10 million. So, but he said his name. He said Denny's name. Like he didn't say like all these players. Then he said he know all these old heads are basically mad. I forgot to screenshot it because I was like, this dude. I'm gonna look for it while we pod because it was just like you said, though he's high key a hater.
Really
made a great point on Twitter today. I said they should put the salary cap percentage next to every extension, but then they're like, Woj and Shams aren't going to get their notifications off people overreacting then. So
that's facts.
They're not going to be able to set it out. If they wait for that, they're not going to be able to.
Or if they did, people wouldn't freak out as much and quote tweet it. And it's a business.
He's like, if they were accurate, yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh my God!
Let's get them.
Before we get started,
first,
man. Welcome back to another week of Uncommon Commentators. All your favorites is back, Jay, Jonah, and Zoe. We got the Eastern Conference this week. We got awards, final picks. I'm really excited to know what y'all picking for y'all final picks and winner. We have not. So just so y'all know, once again, we have not. We talked about like doing it, but we have not given names, teams.
I didn't think about it until like 4 hours ago. So
yeah, like it's
honestly, it was a wait till that last minute, see what happens.
I will
you never know what happens.
I might have a shock in mind. I don't know. I might. I don't know where y'all head.
What you got on?
No, I don't think. I don't know.
Orlando Magic championship.
I don't really know how people feel about the Magic really this year going in. Honestly, I really don't know.
We'll find out from us three soon enough.
I think I follow probably like maybe one or two Magic fans. Everybody else in Florida are Heat fan, rightfully so. Makes sense right now. But man, before we get any further, always, how was y'all weekend? Did y'all get into anything fun?
Yeah,
what you do then?
Fun.
What you do with it, really?
Hey, Saturday did my family time, helped out the moms, cleaning out some stuff, getting ready for some
that's
work
always
going
fun.
on. Went up to Wisconsin, saw some China lights up there with the old girl, date night.
Okay, with the old lady,
nice little vibe. Yep.
Right.
Sunday morning, bright and early, had the last tournament for my AAU squad. End of the season. Couple of L's, but they fought, and that's all I'm looking for. And I'm happy for them going into the season.
That's improvement.
Every last one of them improved.
Yes,
that's all I was
that's what you look for. As a coach, that's what you look for every time. Honestly.
And then we got into football. I had a nice long ass nap, and it was just getting ready for work, bro.
It was a fun weekend for me for football. It seemed like I think this weekend of football was better. Like all across the board in the NFL, the games were better. It seemed like quarterback play is still iffy across the league. Like it's crazy. Me and Jonah was talking about that.
You were talking about like they were running or getting away from the run. You were 100%
oh my God.
on
I feel
that.
like no, like I don't want to go too deep into it because I know we got a lot of shit to cover, but it seems like coaches just coach.
Running game ain't shit right now either.
Like just run.
You guys put up 100-yard rushing games anymore.
I mean, it's still good. What I'm saying is like because you can't because you don't run the ball. But what I was getting at, the point of that was there's too many quarterbacks that I see that be like threw the ball 45 times. Like, bro, that dude should not throw the ball 45 times. It's like 3 guys that you're going to be like, oh, Patrick Mahomes threw the ball 45 times? I can deal with that. I live with that. I don't even know who else I would live with in the league to throw the ball that much right now. But there's too many guys that be throwing 35, 37. I feel like if you brought that shit down to 25 to 29, you'd be right. That's all I know is across the NFL. Like, and there's so many coaches I want to be like the smartest guy. Like, if they get something that's working, they go back to some other shit. Like, bro, just coach. Stop trying to be the smartest dude in the room all the time. Like, it doesn't always work out for everybody to be the smartest guy in the room when it's just coaching football. Like, coaching, I think we make coaching difficult on every level. So you probably see it, coaching. Jonah, I don't know if you ever coached before, but I know on every level of football and baseball I've coached, is always a coach that's overdoing it. Like, fam.
The thing I saw with like one last tangent is I saw Sirianni was hyping up in the press conference about going for it on 4th and 1 after calling the timeout. It's like you had to call a timeout to overthink this, and this play works every time, and you still have to think about like they just don't want to get grilled by the media. You wasting
a timeout. Right. I haven't seen that play get stopped once.
Coaching security in the league, in any league right now, is tough.
Yes, I would not want to be
about my job. Shit.
Right, people. Oh my god! I know I can talk about this shit all day. I can talk this shit for like an hour, 2 hours. Jonah, did you do anything exciting?
I went to a basketball game with my good buddy.
Oh, what's up? What game you go to?
I went to the Bulls and the Timberwolves.
Oh my god! He's talking about me.
Yo, come on.
I walked dead into that, and that was Thursday, and I forgot all about that shit. That shit was Thursday.
Like a long time ago.
Damn. I did get to see Ant live. Hey, shout out to Zoe. Zoe the one gave us tickets. He won the tickets, but he couldn't go.
Chilling in the last row of the third deck, just chilling.
Hey, like he said, won some tickets. I'm happy I got to see Ant and had a good time. Yes. That's all that matters.
I got to see that free basketball. I
didn't have to sit there and stress out. I could just enjoy the game.
Yes, that's it. It was a good time. I enjoyed myself. I got there, walked around, had me a beer, which is crazy. I want to know how many people got with the self-tip thing. Like, if you're deep in it, if you're drunk and you go up there in the self thing and you see $20 for your beer, you gonna be like, oh, I'm at the game, $20. But they almost got me.
You gotta jump through some hoops to get the no tip on it.
That shit almost got me. It's moving so fast. I saw $17.95 and I knew what I ordered. I didn't order no tall boy. You know, I got a regular size. I said, hold up. I had no.
That's its own shit right there.
And that shit jumped down to $14.95. That I know for a fact they get at least 100 people a night with that type of shit. If you already had a few, and you already been drinking before you got to the game, fam.
Or if you just genuinely care about the people
who's getting these tips for asking me for what I want.
Hey, Jerry got a new vacation home off that.
Oh, okay. Let's just get into it before you go down Jerry Street.
Yes, we're gonna jump there. We're gonna jump into to the WNBA real quick. Congratulations to the Aces for going back to back.
That last game was fun.
Go ahead, do your thing.
That was a good time.
Talk your shit, though. They said a super team.
Unfortunately, I had to miss the game. We had practice. Y'all go ahead and take this one.
Man, it was fun. At first, it seemed like the Liberty was going to do their thing, and guess what? In all sports, if you got that one person that can take over a game and win you one, you straight. And
the Liberty's offense just like fell off. They couldn't get any. Like the whole third quarter was just an avalanche. And the momentum was not looking good for the Liberty at all.
It wasn't. I think, honestly, Asia has solidified herself as number one in the league. Like, I feel like we was in that, like, is it Asia? Is it Brianna? Is it Asia? Is Brianna? And I think that's why, like, the MVP shit got nasty. It got even nastier after the shit was over, after they won. But I do think Asia is the best player in the league. Like, she has that gear where she can go, like, they all got a gear, and then she got, like, this next gear that nobody else can catch. Like, to win you a game,
thing about her is,
she got it.
She doesn't have very complicated moves.
Nope.
She'll get the little high post, either hit a jab and a midi, or she'll go to her left or do a little step through, and it's money every. Like, you can know it's
and
gonna
under,
come.
and she hits that step, and it's slick. It's a lay every time.
Every time.
I love a good step through.
Every time. And her defense is just, bam, like.
Yeah, John Cole out there. It's not like she's going up against like some easy matchup.
Like, and there's nothing. And Brianna Stewart is great. We don't come to this pod and you think we're gonna pick one side and then hate on the other side. It's not that. We just gonna think this side. We think just has the edge, but this person is still great. Brianna Stewart is still great. If you have
look
her
at the numbers in this series,
yeah, absolutely. Like their careers, I think Asia just hit that point where her ceiling is just higher. And she's showing that. So it was phenomenal. I saw more and more people watching it. This shit was going on during the NBA playoff, not NBA playoffs, the MLB playoffs and football. But this game was going on during a baseball game, and people was locked into this shit.
Hey, Sloot was trying her best out there to get the Liberty back in it.
Oh yeah, she was. Oh yeah.
Drilling threes for no damn reason. So you should go back to watch the condensed version or even the full version. I know that shit. I know that shit on YouTube. And the Barclays was jumping.
I saw more all the celebration stuff. All that coverage.
Oh, they was lit.
I know they had a great time.
The press conference after was incredible.
Hey, I would love. I'm pretty sure being on the media team as the video team, the photo team is probably fun as shit. Being with the Aces because they like to have a bunch of fun all the time.
I like the people trying to ask serious questions to them when they have 5 bottles of champagne.
Man, they ain't thinking about that shit.
They got snowboard goggles on. Nobody's serious right now. Don't ask me about
Asia was
anything.
burping into the mic.
They fucked up. My thing, hey, before we can talk about them forever too. The guy Candace coming back. I'm sure, right? Is she coming back?
We'll see.
But she's the first player to win 3 with 3 different players with 3 different teams. But I ask y'all this: do y'all think they can repeat?
I mean, I've heard they have an extra slot for another max player next year.
I think they can repeat.
Or if they just got more depth, if they got another good bench play,
they can repeat, bro.
They were.
I'm very confident in that.
When they had the injuries, they had to dig deep in their bench, and I mean.
They did.
They did their job for one game, but you don't want to have to do that all the time.
No. I think they're gonna fix those problems. And I think they're gonna get that shit right. I think they're gonna.
Mark Davis gonna spend that money.
I think they're gonna get that shit right.
He was acting a fool.
He was. He definitely was. They was having a lot of fun. So, I don't got too much to say about that. I know. I don't want to get into no tangent about that, but I think they can 3-peat and shout out to the Aces again. Go Aces.
Super team.
The super team. Is that the first? I guess you call it maybe one of the first super teams since the Houston Comets at the beginning.
Yeah, Houston Comets, right? It was jump.
Did they win 3 in a row?
I think it was 3.
From 97 to 2000, I think they won 3. I think so. I'm about to check that out. And the Link, I think the Minnesota Link won back to back. I don't know if they won 3 in a row. I'm trying to think. Those have been the last few dominant for real teams. Seattle Storm was good, but they wasn't winning back to back. They were really good all the time. All right, but straight to this NBA news. Jonah, kick us off, man. We got some people signing.
Oh my God, bro.
People not showing up places. People getting hurt.
I started with 3 extensions on this at after class. So 11:30, I maybe had. I think there was 3 or 4 on this list when I started, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 extensions. Hey, oh my God, I forgot one too.
Hard.
You forgot one? Jesus Christ! Is it an important one?
My list too.
Is it an important one? I hope not.
It was one of the.
They're all important.
It was one of the better ones. The Giannis one came out of nowhere.
That's the most important one.
3 years, 186. So he's getting $62 million a year, which I don't feel like is the max he could get.
Could he have gotten at least 200?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh my God!
I'm sure once you start crunching the numbers, that Jonah's right. He could have had a few more extra M's attached to that, but like you said, 62 to be in your quote
taking a pay cut to go down to 62.
That's Giannis too.
It is a nice, humble guy. I don't believe it, but he's still
he's
nice.
That nice. No. To be that, you're nice, but you expect greatness so much. You're not always that calm like that all the time. You're not. I'm pretty sure in practice he's a handful probably. You got to be. You have to be. If people think people like Giannis and LeBron is always just happy-go-lucky like that, y'all crazy.
Sometimes you don't be that a cultural thing with players that are from other countries too.
They're not. Oh yeah, when they had to grind like that. When they had to grind like that for real, they're not trying to hear that shit.
Over here until you were 18 years old.
Yeah, he's not going. He's not trying to hear that. Not working.
You love Milwaukee. You've been to every big city in the nation, and you love Milwaukee. That's how you know.
That's crazy. Yeah, so he's not playing that shit. He's not playing around with that shit. He let it be known, I'm not signing shit till I see y'all trying to really keep winning this thing. I'm not good with just one. I'm not good with just one. Yeah,
they made sure. Hey, we went out and got somebody, and now we want to keep you too. You with it?
I never thought I said the Bucks like this. I never
bullied him into Dame.
Yeah, I never thought I would ever see them. The Bucks always had fun teams, like playoff teams, but I never thought it would be like this.
Shout out Michael Redd.
I just shout out Michael Redd. Shout out Brandon Jennings. Shout out Glenn Big Dog Robinson. Shout out young Ray Allen.
Larry Sanders.
Larry Sanders. They paved the way for Giannis and these boys to win. Straight up. Even shout out Kareem. He won one. Oxenrock. You know what I'm saying? That was so long ago. Everybody that I seen, like those guys was fun. Back. Yes. I was just watching Ray Allen highlights yesterday. He had a Bucks jersey on. God, if y'all never watched Ray Allen highlights, go do that. I ain't talking about with the Heat and the Celtics. I'm talking about with the Sonics, with the damn Bucks. That's what I'm talking about.
And if you're an adult, go watch He Got Game if you haven't.
Oh yeah, go watch He Got Game if you haven't watched it.
Just for the adults though.
Jesus.
Yeah, just for the adults, because it caught me off guard when I watched it. How old was I when that shit came? I wasn't old enough. So when I
first time.
No. When it first came out, what year was that? I wasn't 16. I know I wasn't 16.
Jonah, for real?
Jonah, have you seen it?
I got a copy.
Jonah, you never seen He Got Game? Oh shit, we gotta have a watch party. All right. But go ahead with your contracts.
I know what I'm doing tonight.
We can talk about Giannis all night.
Hey,
all night.
My boy Jaden McDaniels got his deal.
Yes,
I didn't think it was going to happen. I didn't think he was going to get. I thought he was going to get $30 million annually. Just looking at some of these other deals, and knowing how crazy. I was like, hey, if you get him signed, I'll be happy. We'll see. We'll work from there. And hey, it came down to like 26-27 million a year annually. I'm sure it'll be rising up, so that'll go with the cap. But I mean, obviously there's going to be some more expectations when you sign your guy and he has that thrown on him with money. But
yeah,
hey, two guys getting that much money in the same draft, you did something nice.
Yo, that is crazy.
You're getting some good pieces there. Is any of those? Is that last year option at all?
I don't think so. So they got the 5-year deal
committed. Look,
we don't have to sit around all season thinking about the stupid contract, which I just did not want to do.
That is good. You don't have to worry about that.
Yep.
Unlike us with the Bulls, we'll talk about that.
It's so frustrating. Yeah, I didn't want to go into restricted free agency because it's stressful as hell. But I didn't want to like sit here and have this cloud over our head the whole season.
Absolutely, you don't. And guess
what?
This
brought up a couple things in a little side group chat with my guys. Because like you saw my face when you said 30 mil a year, I thought this deal was kind of just like right where he was at. The way we saw him play last year, the way we've been talking about him, 125, 126 over 5, like that's cool with me.
Yeah.
Getting more, I don't know. My guys say he should have got less.
Damn.
Yeah, crazy.
But I think this is the thing.
It brought up.
Go ahead.
It brought up the future cap situation that you guys are going to deal with down the road. You got a lot of money locked up. What do you see in the future? I know every year is the cat trade, rumors, but what are your thoughts on that?
I think they have to get off someone. I'm just gonna cross that bridge when I get there.
You got
I'm just glad that
that's all you can do.
We can at least have like a season long of not really thinking about it that much. Once the off season comes around, I'll hit the panic button. But for now, hey, look at Bo chilling. I don't know, just not having to worry about it all off season. Having him around, having that core around. I mean, the team's clearly the team's trying. They want to retain their talent. They've brought in talent. They're competitive. Like, that's good enough for me. I'm having fun with that. We'll see where it takes us. But in the present, I'm feeling great. It's just like once we get to that next season, it's gonna be. I think it comes a lot depending on how the season goes. So
yeah, it does.
Obviously,
yeah. And then you're another year deeper into contracts with Rudy and Cat, so it might be a little easier to move one of them. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, who all getting big money? Cat, Rudy, Ant, Jaden. Damn.
What's Conley's contract looking like?
Oh, God, yes.
He's done that for this season.
Right,
so.
Okay. That big one.
You ain't got to worry. You ain't got to worry about it. And if he do resign, he can resign cheaper, I'm assuming, if he likes it there.
Chris Paul arc.
Yeah. Like that, you know.
So we'll see with that. I'm
That's
just happy
crazy.
it got done. I didn't expect that notification today, so I was pleased.
I think, and I had to do this with myself. I think talking about contracts and looking at contracts in 2023, and I think it just across sports, especially basketball, you got to understand like where money is. Like, what think about the money these teams and the league just itself is just producing the money, the salary cap going up. So if the money go up, there's no way that you ain't gonna let the cap go up and players still stay the same. So I was like, I had to tell myself, you gotta look at this shit different. Because I used to be like so too, like this shit's insane, bro. But because it changed so fast, we didn't have like it wasn't gradual. Like, oh, this shit. It was just like this is what they're getting paid, and all of a sudden, the next 3 years it was up here somewhere, and we're like, whoa. Like this dude
I was still trying to process Timothy Mozgov getting traded.
Like it was like we're not used to that. We're so used to like
that was a big bump.
That was a crazy ass bump, bro. But it's like we're so used to like seeing players like give us something like show or off a resume. That shit it don't matter like that anymore. Like we got a young dude that show you promise, sign him and sign him for the like. Now we're paying for what they can be. It used to be you got paid for what you did. That shit don't matter. If you did something on this contract, oh my God, like this shit's gonna triple how much you're gonna pay on the next one.
And you look at how young these guys are compared to other sports too. Like Jaden's only 23 years old.
Crazy.
Some guys aren't even in like their full body by till like 25.
He'll be in his prime at 28.
He can re-up and get $50 million.
Exactly.
60.
That's the crazy shit about the NBA contract structure is it works perfectly. So once you're in your prime, you're right where you're getting that big money.
Bro, if you during your $30 million a year time, if you killing it, when it's time to re-up, you're getting all the money. And if you're killing it, that means your endorsements is through the roof as well. So it's like you're making like 2 on the court and you're probably making 100 off the court.
My example with just looking at money in general is, I mean, I always think of it just because it was connected to my team, but D'Lo was making like $30 million a year annually, and he took a little bit of a step back, and he's still making like 18-20 million a year on his next deal.
So I'm saying, like, shit is crazy all the way around. Even if you're declining, player, you still can, you still gonna get a contract. James Harden is still in the league, and he's gonna get paid $35 million, $40 million. Not saying he's a bad player, but he's not, we don't look at him, he's going to get paid for what he did or because of his name. It's not like for what he does now, I don't think it's $40 million worth.
Hey, that's just me. The next guy up is going to be Clay. I know this is not a contract extension.
We can talk about that too. Like they didn't
not getting one.
That's they were far apart. Spot.
Oh, I didn't read they was far apart too.
I heard they were
but yo, you got to be smart. Yeah. You got to be smart with the Warriors. You got to think about Warriors can't bring back. Wait, what did they get Draymond?
Too much.
Was it like 2 for 40, 2 for 50, some shit like that? Or was it more than that?
I don't even remember.
It was more than that because I didn't like it.
Oh yeah, it was like 100. It was like 100 M's, but
I think it was four over 100.
Now, if you could get Clay for something like that,
you know what I mean.
If you get Clay for something like that, I know what you mean.
Not a 100-year contract for $4 million.
You cannot be giving Klay Thompson next summer and going forward $35 million a year, bro.
Clay should be getting the same as D'Lo, if we're being honest.
If you want to build off like Giannis's deal, it really paves a way of how players are like. If you want to compare it to other sports, look at how Carlos Correa did his contract. These players can kind of manipulate when their years are going to be.
Yep.
So that they can sign, like Correa was an early free agent compared to most MLB players because he came in the league early. So he could delay that big deal. Like Giannis can still get another big deal on top of this extension. I think he has like 5 years left now.
Damn, how old is Giannis? Is he 30 yet?
20, no. He's 27?
Come on, fam.
Giannis is 28 years old. He'll be 29 in December.
Yeah, damn.
So if he has like 4, I think he has like this season, next season, and then the 3 extra. I think there's a player option there too. That gives you so much room to even add on top of that and get yourself another big payday. The players are just players and agents have figured out that kind of strategy with how they can move the contracts around. I mean, it's a smart thing to do.
You gotta learn. You gotta learn from the NFL because the NFL be all over the place with this shit.
They got
And
more
how does that line
flexibility.
up? I need to see again. How does that line up with Dame's contract? I think it's like right on par, maybe a year longer than him.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe a year longer than Dame's. But hey, if I got to build around that,
Straight.
Yeah. I take that. You kick the can down the road and you figure out that shit later, man. You don't give a fuck about no draft picks. You'll pay some luxury tax. You're trying to win. You're trying to maximize what you have. Do that shit, man. What are we here for? Yeah, we're trying to make money, but we're trying to win too. At the end of the day. And that's why I don't feel on a tangent. I feel it. That's why I don't feel bad for players in no sport. I get it. If you go get your money, you get your money. And you pick a team that's less, and we all know the teams that's not winning. We all know a culture. Don't let these GMs be selling you a dream and that shit don't come to fruition. You got this money. Devontae Adams from yesterday. Don't be crying to you just want to win. Fam, you knew where you was getting traded to. You knew that was a possibility.
You made
you went from Green Bay to the damn man off. Then they ship your mans off.
I mean, I don't think you want him back, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Facts. I bet you take him back for what you got right now.
Right.
I bet you that. But that's what I'm saying. Like all these sports. I'm right. I'm not trying to people just be complaining about shit, man. I don't want to get into no tangent. I know we got a lot of shit to talk about. I just be saying shit. Let's reel it back. Come on, we got some more extensions we want to. I know it's a bunch of shit going on.
So mostly from that 2020 draft is where these guys were getting their deals. Hawks brought a Kongwu back for 4 over 62, which is about $15.5 million.
That's
if he becomes their starting center after Capella for a young player, I mean, that's pretty much what Capella was making already. I think that was a really good move for them.
They might as well be the same player. I give a little bit more upside to Okongwu, but for 15 mil a year, that's a steal.
Think Clint
good
is
for them.
The last year of his deal as well.
That's a big steal, boy. Like you'll take that all day long. I definitely.
And then we talked about Denny. He got his extension. It's descending, 4 years, $55 million. They'll be around $14 million a year. Just pay your young guy.
Yeah, any deal that's on the decline for me is always a W as well. So
always
good for Washington.
What are the Wizards' contracts right now?
I would love to see Zoe as a GM for real.
Zoe be on 2K doing the descending contracts all day.
All day. I'm gonna pay you right now when you're 36.
You out of here.
You'll be making exactly what you should.
Shoot up a little more.
Yeah, that's one thing I love about Madden. Reconstruct contract. I'm gonna sign your ass. We're gonna reconstruct this shit. Period.
Next one. We're just going in order of money here.
Yeah.
Josh Green with the Mavericks got 3 over 41, which is about 13.5 per year.
Solid 3 and D. Yeah, solid 3 and D.
I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off again. But if I was an old head from back in the day, I feel for them. I'd be mad as fuck right now. But you can't be salty. You can't be
salty.
You can be salty, but you still can't hate on them. Like you gotta be salty because of the times, but don't hate on them. Like that's the one thing I don't like. Don't hate on these young dudes. Like they getting it. Right place, right time. All right, go back.
The league's where it's at because of those guys, because they brought all the attention and they were able to get that revenue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you got to tip the hat to that.
Oh yeah, you definitely do.
Magic got Cole Anthony to come back, 3 over 39, $13 million a year.
This one was a question mark for me.
I heard
a lot of trade rumors for him last year. I know they got a lot of guards down there right now. I know he's a 6-man type and he will get you some buckets, but what's going on down there in Orlando? I don't know. Let me know, Jay. You got the jersey on.
I think they just got to figure out. Like I see that for sure. They got to figure out the little log jam. They brought in Anthony Black. See where I think he might be a year away of kind of figuring things out. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how their kind of timelines mend. But if you're a young team and you have money to spend on your young players,
your draft picks,
and it's movable. I mean, all these guys are going to be movable if that's Fultz or Suggs or Cole Anthony. All those guys are either on sub $20 million deals or rookie contracts, so could figure it out.
Hope they do. There's, like I said, a lot of talent down there. Hopefully they can put something together at some point.
No, it's a lot of talent. That's going to be I'm going to watch them a lot this year.
6-man, solid scorer kind of guy, though. Next one is Zach Collins, making a little redemption story for himself. 2-year, $35 million.
Shocked me.
I mean, this was the same thing with Vassell for me. Shocked me. I don't know who's playing down there really, but after hearing some things, he put together a good season for them last year. I'm happy he's finally healthy and can stay on the court.
That's the thing.
That's the problem with him. Yeah, that was the problem with him.
He was a fun prospect out of Gonzaga. I liked him.
Was always willing to take a chance on him, but that health question mark every single year. He has some down in Portland.
That can kind of fall to those teams that are rebuilding and kind of make their way back up just by playing because they don't care who's playing really. It's like, oh, we'll take a chance on this guy and see how he does. I'm guessing the money was like, we're not paying anyone other than Vassell and Keldon.
It's only 2 years, yeah.
Might as well.
It sounds like they like him next to Wemby. They want another big next to Wemby for now.
I mean, they're kind of a good pairing. They're interchangeable. Both can play 4 or 5. Both can play outside, shoot a little bit. Wemby long ass can be anywhere. So,
oh my god, he's a Martian, bro.
Fucking robot.
He's a fucking Martian.
We don't talk about Wemby every episode. It's probably gonna be like that this season.
He's probably gonna do some bullshit every week.
Guaranteed. We're gonna talk about him
every
lot.
week.
I'm not gonna get tired of it.
A new clip.
No.
It's a 2K creative player. Aaron Nesmith got his little bag. 3-year. I like that a lot of these were like 3-year deals because even if the guy is not the best or just like an end of the bench guy, you can still live with it. So he got 3 over 33, so $11 million a year.
Worst case, after 2 years of evaluating some more, it's an expiring contract and a deal. A lot of these deals that we're talking about. Yep.
This is good. And that's the one good thing about these contracts. So I will agree with y'all on that as well.
I just think of it as like 3 over 33 is just a new 3 over 21.
It really is, honestly.
Damn, it is.
It's like that rookie mid-level type. You didn't get that max, but you need something. Kobe White got the same kind of deal, 3, 34, 35.
I like the 3-year more than the 4-year for some of these guys, too.
Yeah.
Because 4 just seems a little bit longer. Like 3 is good. You might need, if you need a change of scenery, just go be a free agent. You know what I'm saying? Type thing. But
none of these guys are going to take a stupid leap to where they're making 30 M's in their future. Like if they have a good little come up, you can probably reasonably re-sign them. So last guy was Zeke Naji, got a 4-year, $32 million, $8 mil annually.
I'm not even gonna lie. Where is he at?
Denver.
I'm not
gonna lie. I assume he's going to be part of the rotation this year if they're giving him some money.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, you would expect him. I don't know too much, but you're missing Jeff Green. I know you need another forward to take up some minutes.
Definitely.
He's a guy you drafted, watched him grow up a little bit. So, like you said, keep paying your young players.
And you gotta trust Denver on this. Denver know how to draft and do reasonable contracts. They not fucking around.
I got a soft spot for Zeke because he's from back home. So that's the only reason I root
from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that.
Him and
you always gotta shout them out.
Big hoop high school back home he went to, where Paige Beckers went to. Where who else?
Jalen Coffee.
Amir Coffee on the Clippers went there. Fuck, who else?
Minnesota area got a lot of good athletes across sports. I'm starting to realize
the hoops has been coming up lately.
That's what's up. No, that's what's up. Ours is fun too. We just don't stay home. We be all over, but we don't stay. We don't stay home at all.
Got a kid from Kenwood today.
Damn, for real?
Let's go.
I didn't hear that. I've been so out of the loop today. I've been locked in on so much football shit.
But yeah, a lot of extensions across the board. Didn't expect them all to happen on the last day, but
literally the last day. And I always forget what time is the deadline, what day is the deadline. But I guess
there's so many deadlines.
When is there's another deadline because DeMar's contract extension talks. I haven't heard anything, so still waiting to see what gets done with that.
I just read it on Twitter, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
a calendar of all of it, and it's always fluid because it depends on the season, when it starts and when it ends. And it's tricky.
And nowadays, everybody's an insider, so I don't know who the fuck is who. I gotta click on the profile before I be like, I saw who was it? It was a tweet today about something, and I had to click on his name. Like, I don't know if this is this person. Damn, who was it? I forgot, but I had to double check because
You learn
you're
some
gonna
new
get
nonsense every year in the league. Every
Absolutely.
year.
Oh, I know what. I had to click on the story about. I don't know why this shit is still. Another reason why I think this Warriors crew is done. It keeps stories coming out about this Draymond and Poole shit. I had to double check to make sure that was a for real story about
it wasn't
setting up. Right. It was about setting up a dinner, and Draymond didn't want to do the dinner with Poole. Like, why are we still talking about this?
Who cares?
Poole's having the time of his life putting shots up.
Yeah, like Poole don't give a fuck. He laughing him up. Hey, the Wizards is gonna be interesting because it's already tension on the bench in preseason. I don't think I ever seen no shit like that before. Oh yeah, they're gonna be very entertaining. This man laughed at this.
And not quite that. They're not gonna be that fun.
No.
They had structure and a good coach, but
they're gonna be fun because they're already Poole already laughing at my man on the bench for about passing him the ball. Poole ain't passing it. He got the green light like no other, like I've never seen. He's not passing.
The dysfunction is already entertaining, and we haven't had game one.
And Kuzma on the bench laughing at the exchange. That whole clip was just
Daniel
hilarious.
Gafford's gonna get cooked and put on a highlight for no reason because it always happens to the poor guy.
Yeah, I wish we still had him, but I get it. But I wish we still had him.
He's always in the worst spot at the worst time.
Yeah, absolutely. We got anything other quick news we can see? Oh, Steven Adams out with the knee injury. When did he get hurt? When the fuck he get hurt?
It was the same injury from last year. It just didn't heal right, they said, and he needed to have surgery.
Yo, that is tough to find out that it didn't heal right in fucking October.
Why would you
how do you just
jump on it right away?
Bro, what are we doing?
And Brandon Clark got injured last year too, so it's not like they're front.
What are we waiting on? Why'd you wait? He didn't play in the playoffs. He didn't play against the Lakers, did he?
No, he didn't.
So what are we waiting on? October? You find out the week before the season started that, oh shit, this shit ain't healed right. Fam,
it's funny because it's Steven Adams, and it's like, when you think of Steven Adams, you don't think of like a game changer, but for Memphis, he does so much. I bumped Memphis down 2 slots in my standings already.
Yeah, they might not even be a top 6 without Steven Adams.
Triple J at the 5 consistently, and then you have to rely on like Xavier Tillman and Brandon Clark coming back from an ACL injury.
No, bro. No, fam.
Mexico.
Right. It wasn't fam. What are we doing? They should have been even more on top of his knee. When you have that you already got issues. You should have been more on top of his knee. Big ass
human too.
Mexico.
And you see how big they missed him against the Lakers, because I do remember now, because the Lakers was so big and Triple J couldn't do a thing.
The rebounding is going to take a step down.
Oh my God, bro.
The overall leadership.
Oh my God,
you needed him.
Oh,
the screening ability.
It's only so much you can do when you just talking. Like, it's only so much Haslam did by just being the 15th man on the bench. Like, it's only so much.
Been a coach.
Yeah, Steven Adams gonna be that dude to throw a bow to somebody driving in the paint because they keep getting off.
Yeah,
JJ, he's not doing that. He's soft.
Don't have that shit. So I want him to get well soon. He's still a good player. Well, that sucks for Memphis. All my Memphis fans, I'm sorry for you guys. Because now you're missing so many people. You're missing so many people.
Like, they were already relying on some of the young players last year, and not a ton of them took leaps like they wanted to. Also.
Yo, this is crazy. Yo,
it's not the way I wanted y'all to end the season.
No, early. And they probably expect a lot from Rose right now at the beginning. I don't know how much you're going to get. And that's my man's, but I don't know. Shout out, that sucks for them.
Keeping a close eye on them.
Yeah, I gotta keep a close eye on that. What else we got? Harden, no show. Not gonna talk too long on this because we figured this shit would happen. I'm tired of talking about Harden.
The Harden Cold War.
Yeah. He made me want. I got nothing. I'll talk about more about him when we get into these things.
I hope he gets traded in the next 18 hours. I still hope we can just start the season fresh.
What if we get like a night one? We're tuning into TNT, and we get a damn note. We got Chris Haynes on the sidelines telling us.
Oh God! But I would love to hear that at that time. But man, we gonna jump. That was all for the We had a lot of news because of the last 4 hours. That's why we had a lot of news even go over.
Crazy.
That's crazy. But we can go to these East predictions. I don't think we should even be on this long. I don't think we should. Who knows?
Hold up.
Go
You
ahead.
guys kept saying this was going to be easy for you. I had 12 teams.
Hey, it ended up not being. At first, it started off easy, then it didn't. But I'm gonna kick it off. So
I think it's 12 teams.
This where it was hard for me. For my 10, I got a slash. I just couldn't pick. I couldn't figure out who I want to put at 10. But for my 10, my slash is Raptors/Heat. That's my 10. I don't think either team got any better. I just don't. I don't like the direction either team is going in. I think the Raptors should have blew that shit up and started over. I think the Raptors is going to be in that middle of the pack or lottery area. I really do. I don't like that direction. They lost players. You got players for weird ass reasons.
I got a new coach too, so it's like, what can you expect? It's hard to.
You got a new coach. You got a new coach, so you just stuck. You don't know what you want to do with OG. You don't know what you want to do with my man Siakam. You always got them up in limbo. They gonna fuck around and if they get traded by the deadline, they not making a play in. Like, it's not happening.
Masai thinks he's got primer on our test with OG right now.
And the way he be asking for
and Scotty Barnes.
Oh yeah, that's another one.
He really?
It's another one. Scotty Barnes. The way the stuff people want and you don't want to give up for things is like, are you crazy? Like, come on, man. So you can tell spot there. So I got them at 10 with the Heat. I know that's crazy because everybody know I love Coach Spo, but this roster, fam, no.
And their starting point guard is Dennis Schroeder, and their backup is Malachi Flynn, I believe. I don't know if they have any additions, but their guard room is weak.
Fam, I don't like nothing about this team. Jimmy's older. You got Hero. I don't know. I think he at his ceiling, bro. I don't know how much better he's going to get. If you look at the roster right now, though, ain't nothing.
I'm looking at my notes. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. But Tyler Hero, the way they value him, he has to average 28 a game plus. I don't see that.
You know what? Pat did say something about somebody needs to average 25 points per game between him or Bam. It's not going to be Bam. Let's just be honest.
We're not right. It's not going to be him.
Hero's talking like he's big shit. Like he said, he's one of the best scorers in the league. In a couple of years, could lead the league in scoring.
That's what I'm saying.
You know
bro.
what?
I've
if
never
talking
seen
like that. Go ahead, try to back it up.
But I've never even seen that type of playmaking to even be able to do that. Or he can't even shoot like Clay. To have a playmaking like Clay did. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think you want to use Bam's passing. Like, if Bam is shooting enough to where he's averaging 25, I don't think you're using him the best because his passing's so good. If you want to use him on the ball in those little post ups and whatnot and find others, because that's the best way to use them. Honestly,
Hero needs to channel his inner Rip Hamilton.
What's the highest Jimmy ever averaged? I'm about to look that shit up while y'all
22, 24.
Jimmy his regular seasons are always weird too because he always misses like 20 games.
That's what I'm saying. So I just don't think. I think they can probably make the plan, but as a last spot, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that team. They did nothing in the offseason. Nothing, bro. And the fact we got to look at this Jimmy photo all season is so irritating.
He's a troll. He knows what he was doing.
I like this one is just so aggravating. Jimmy gonna be 34 this season. He averaged 22. The highest he ever averaged was 23 with us in 2016-17. He was an all-star that
He's
year.
Not a scorer. I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. How are you? Like, I don't see. They didn't improve. You lost more than you added, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I'm pretty sure.
You lost Struce. You lost Gabe Vincent.
Like, who did they add outside of draft picks? Outside of draft
Josh
picks?
Richardson,
Thomas
Bryant.
Bryant. I said Thomas Bryant. Same thing.
That's a it might as well be.
Right, might as well.
Man,
they're not doing anything, bro. They're not, bro. They're not.
Jonah, who you got for 10?
I got the Brooklyn Nets, which hurts me. because I love their players, but watching them and their wins in the second half of the season, it just didn't feel sustainable to have Mikal as a number one option on like a over 500 team.
He's the same type as Jimmy, where he's a good scorer, he's a great defender, he's a solid number 2, but you're not going to look at him for 25, 30 points a game every night. And that's okay.
I love him. I love Nick Claxton. I want Ben Simmons to get back on track just a little bit. Like, realistically, you don't have to get fully back in form, but just show me something. I'd love for that to happen. But this team, I feel like, still has a lot of hurdles to jump over.
I am high on them. I ain't going to lie to you.
I want to be.
I'm very high on them.
You definitely want
to be.
That might be
We're all Ben.
That might be a spoiler,
Ben
but I'm
Simmons,
high on them. I'm high on
Ben
them.
Simmons supporters. We all want him to do well, so it's easy to like that squad. I get it.
Absolutely.
And the little new look team, all that, bouncing away from the chaos that was the big three.
Yeah.
But it's difficult for me, and Spencer Dinwiddie exists.
I wasn't expecting to hear them this early. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I didn't want to.
It's still just a lot of role players over there after that trade.
But I do think the East is gonna be close, like the West was. Like it's gonna be in them from like 6 to 10, maybe 5 to 10. I think that's gonna be one of those like one game or 2 games.
Everyone's gonna have that boiled, mismatched.
That's what I think this is gonna happen. So it's like if you go on a 2-game losing streak, you're gonna fuck around and go from 6 to 9 or 6 to 10. Yeah, that's what I think the East is gonna be like this year. Just going through and looking at different things, and I was looking at teams. I did leave off a team that I was interested, but I just couldn't put them in the playoffs. You guys gonna know who at some point, but yeah. Go ahead. So, was you done, Jonah? I don't know if you was done. You was done.
That's all I got.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Jonah.
All right. At 10, I got the Indiana Pacers.
Ooh.
Yeah, nice little exciting team.
That's where I left off.
Yeah, I left off the Raptors, bro. I left them off.
Hey, I left off Indiana, and just because you said that, I fuck around. I want to change it and put them at 10. But go ahead.
You already got a slash. You doing
right
10-8.
It was hard, bro. It was hard. But go ahead.
Yeah, we all like Halliburton over there.
Love him.
Benedict Mathurin is going to finally start. I'm not sure how much he was starting last year, but saw his highlights, heard about him. Like, he's going to take a step year 2 for him. Keep growing. Miles Turner, I'm a big fan of just in his role. He's a solid center. People don't talk about him too much because he's not one of the top, Jokic, Embiid, Cat.
He can shoot that motherfucker too.
He can shoot and he'll play defense. And
he will play D. I will give him that.
Big dude, you take that.
No, you will, especially nowadays.
Facts. They picked up Bruce Brown. We all like him.
We all like him.
He'll do whatever you need.
Yo, I forgot they picked up Bruce. I didn't do a good deep dive on the Pacers. I'm sorry, Indiana.
I was saying, y'all were talking about it was easy. I'm like, these are some tough teams to choose from.
I mean, at a point, I think it was easy for me to get my first.
At a point, yeah.
I did my first 6 with no problem. It was it was no problem. Go ahead.
Yeah. And then Obi Toppin over there. He's worked on his game every year. We didn't get to see too much in New York, but he's a high flyer still. He can shoot. He can play make a little bit. I like him just being plugged in.
I saw a lot of New York. I don't know about you.
That's all you. You and your Knicks fans. I get it.
I watched a lot of Knicks.
I wasn't watching too much.
But it's on TV a lot, though, too.
That's facts. They were. But I like what Indiana's got going on there. Young guys. They still got some vets over there with McConnell.
They do.
Jalen Smith, I'm still waiting for this kid to have a good season, healthy season.
Is he, though?
But I feel like out of the teams, Toronto, I also left off Orlando. Those are exciting teams, but this roster just did it the most for me. Because they still got Buddy Hield, too.
They do.
Keeping him moving. He's a walking 18, 20.
No, he is.
He can shoot lights out.
I glanced over Indiana and did not really go deep into it. That's my fault, but oh well. I like it, though. I like it. You got anything else?
Nah, man. I mean, Jarris Walker, one of them rookies to look out for.
Okay.
A lot of praise.
Yeah.
I'm always going to come for the young guy.
And who was, and as we forgot last week, number 10 was the Bulls. Damn, they were 10, bro.
It confused me because I had to search. I was looking at standings, and then I'm like, why is ESPN ranking it like this? Because they're ranking it based off playing. And I had to go by win percentage.
Yeah.
Nonsense.
No, yeah, the Bulls were 10, but I had the Raptors / Heat. Jonah had the Nets, and Zoe had the Magic. No, not the Magic.
The Pacers.
The Pacers. Off to number 9. Anybody want to start? You want me to just keep going?
I'll go since we already talked about them. I went with the Heat at number 9.
All right. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
They got to make some big steps with some of these supporting players. The guard position is really rough for them right now.
Do you think they're going to make a trade?
What do they have to move other than like some firsts?
That's the thing.
I don't think Hero is out of the woods, bro.
But if you trade him, you got to find a scoring point. Like that's so much scoring to take away from your team still, even if you trade him.
No. Yeah. At some point, the Heat have to understand, it's time to rebuild.
And I don't
that
think
Lowry deal, not a good move.
I don't think GMs favors first round picks as much as like the average fan does too. Like if the Heat were to throw all their firsts out, like their 4 firsts right now, I don't think they're getting anything that's gonna change everything.
This is not the NFL.
Especially
you're looking for the guy that you like between 20 and 30 that fits whatever you need in those last few spots.
I think that's the thing. People forgot to realize when the Warriors had that Lowry pick. Bam! This ain't the NFL where you can give up 2 first-round picks for some shit like. That shit don't happen in the NBA. Like they weren't gonna go trade for Dame or some shit with a first round. It don't work like that.
Even if Miami's in the 10 to 20 pick range and you have their pick in like 4 years, we just went over rookie extensions. Look at some of these names of guys that were actually getting the extensions in that range. It was like Cole Anthony was in that range.
Yeah.
Neesmith was in that range when he was drafted. Who else? It's hard to find. You still got to draft the talent, then you got to wait on them, it's still a gamble that you're making there. Like you still have to hit on your picks. A first round pick is shiny, is fun until you get there, and you got to make the pick correctly. So they got to figure out something here.
So my thing with the Heat is just time to start over. Like you went to the Wade, Brian, Bosh era. You went to that, then you had the Wade and Bosh. You know how that went. Then you get into the Jimmy era. Been to the finals twice. However that happened, been to the finals twice. Look at the roster now. Like you tried, bro. You tried. I think it's just. I think this should be the last year of what's going on in Miami.
I agree. You see Jimmy getting up there in age, Lowry getting up there in age, and those guys are taking up a lot of cap space.
A lot.
So you're looking at these young dudes, Bam, Hero,
it's time.
You drafted Jovic.
Hey, you know how Jimmy gets with a dysfunctional team, too. He's going to explode at any second if this team is
he's definitely going to explode.
He's already picking his bench 5 to go against the starters.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's going to be like... This roster is crazy.
It's not exciting, bro. Like, it's not exciting.
They brought
It's not exciting whatsoever.
Cole Swider. Drew Smith just got... Like, is Drew Smith going to be getting rotational minutes?
Yeah, it's not exciting,
who's Drew Smith? I don't blame you.
It's not exciting.
All due respect.
Yeah,
all due respect.
Kane is
Jamal
he's
Kane.
lighting it up. Hey, he's lighting it up in the preseason.
Like
I'll just say that
the other day for no reason.
Hey, he's killing. But I agree with y'all on the roster.
It's not. That's why. Like I think we all love Spo, but he's done a phenomenal job coaching these last in this Jimmy era. Like. He's been to the finals twice, bro. I don't think any of us, not me, I know for sure not me, I would never thought I was going to see the Heat in the finals twice.
I didn't think they would. Nobody thought they would make it past the first round last year, even.
No.
It's like, you want to make the finals again, but it just throws the expectations back on the team that they can still stay relevant.
It does. When you make the finals, bro, the next year, it's like, man, what we gonna do? We trying to get back there. This team is done. This team is done. I'm not a fan of the Heat. Hurts me to say that because I like watching them. I love what they do, but this roster is not
especially for a regular season. Like we saw them struggle last year.
Yeah,
they
like
did well in the playoffs, but they struggled in the regular season. They just lucky
they played a team that was struggling even more, the Bulls. That's it. They would never even been in that position if they didn't have to play the Bulls. If they had to play somebody else, we wouldn't be talking about this shit. But I'm with you, bro. I'm on everything you got to say about the Heat. I'm with it. I'm with you.
I'm actually gonna just go ahead and agree because I got them in 9-2.
There you go.
I just wanted you to go ahead and get your shit off. I'm not trying to step on your toes. You went first. Go ahead. But I got Miami in 9-2. You can't count them out. It's still Jimmy. It's still Spo. Kevin Love's there. Lowry's there. You do expect these young guys to take a step no matter what. So I don't expect them to fall off.
Yes.
You hope, yes. But I still think they'll, fuck around, find a way to make that play in, and you never know from there.
No facts.
Exactly. Stay top 10, you're straight.
Yeah.
Just had to put them in. You couldn't leave them out. Had to go somewhere.
No. I feel that's why I think I did the slash because of that. And I could Toronto, I just don't know if they're gonna make them trade. But of course, if we're gonna make them trade, they're not even close to 10. But
I fully expect them to ship out some of those guys up in Toronto.
I'm hoping they do, but I did that for like I don't know. I guess I could knock them down. But anyway, for me, my 9th, I love this squad. I think they can do it. The Magic. I wasn't thinking about that because the jersey they got on, it just happened that way. But I really I'm a big fan of Payo. How you say it? Payo?
Paulo.
I'm a big fan of his.
They were calling him Pablo last year, so he sounded better than they did.
Hey, that was autocorrect, bro.
Pablo. I just like their squad. I love these young dudes. They got some mid vets there. You got like Gary Harris. You got Ingles.
The Denver Gary Harris.
Yes, he was good.
Gary Harris could have fixed the Bulls' problems.
Absolutely.
He is a Bulls legend.
Sorry. Yeah, but
he definitely could have.
Denver Gary Harris, two-way little weapon.
Yes.
Slept on. Injuries just hurt him.
Yes. I think I like every position of theirs besides. You probably can. Well, no, I like everyone honestly because I like their centers.
The Magic, they have a lot of likable guys down there, except Wendell. Personal reasons, but
he shaded you, didn't he? Didn't he shade you?
Fault. Yeah,
he shaded your ass.
But nah.
Okay.
But Suggs, Franz, nice pieces to watch. Fultz is finally healthy.
You got
shooting.
Jet down, you got Jet down there. You got Fultz. I'm telling you, I like this squad. I think they can make the play in. Not saying they from the win and go further, but they can make the play in. And oh my God, Fred Warner is hurt for the Niners. I'm sorry, he's squirming. Like I don't know what the hell's going on. But I like that squad. I got them at 9. I think they can make it. I think they can catch some teams sleeping. I think they got Payo. Banchero.
Just call him Banchero.
Banchero. How you say it? Banchero. I'm gonna get the proper way to say this because I don't want to butcher it. But I do think
Google Translate.
He has another.
Hey, if you're good enough, you'll get the name out. I know how to spell Giannis' last name because he's so good.
That is also facts.
True. That is facts. But I think he's gonna take another step. Yeah. But I think they're gonna be. That's my 9. That's my 9. That's it. I think they have another step. I don't even know what they were last year. What were they last year? Like 13?
They were 34-48 finished. Let's see. I think they were just outside.
Yeah, 11th to 12th. They were right there.
They can do it.
Because we were worried about them sneaking up into that play-in for the Bulls. I remember that.
They finished 13th, one game behind the Pacers and the Wizards.
Yeah.
Who are both tied.
I'm going to be excited to see that. I'm going to be excited to watch that. And for the 9th seed last year was the Raptors. And they were. Yes, we beat them. That's when DeMar's daughter, was like screaming and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now Raptor fans hate us forever now.
Legacy performance.
Yeah. All right, bet. All right. So we can go off to number 8. The 8th seed last year was the Atlanta Hawks. And I'm just going to go jump right into it. I don't know who y'all got for 8, but I have the Hawks at 8 again. I just don't know. They can go up. I think they can go. I can see them being higher. I just don't know because they got Quinn Snyder and shit, but I just don't know with these pieces.
You're not a Quinn Snyder fan?
No, I'm saying like I just don't know.
First full season.
Yeah. No, I just don't know with these players. I don't know what he's going to do with Trey and DeJounte. I don't know what he's going to do with them two. Who else is there? The shooters.
DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, they got the shooters. What's the white dude? There you go. Everybody. Hey, if you got a Bogdan, you know he can shoot. If you got a Bogdan, you know he got the clip. I just don't know. I know they could probably go up further than 8, but I think 8 right now, as we speak, I think it's cool. The Hawks always have question marks. I think every year, everyone's always like, I think this is the year the Hawks take the next step. We thought it was here when they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. And that might have been just like a circumstance of what just happened that year in the playoffs.
And Trey was just going stupid.
He was going off.
And I think the Knicks weren't a true blue 4th seed that year. Was he a 4th seed? Or a 5th seed? It was one of those two that year. But
it was right
a good
there.
season, I remember.
Yeah, but I don't think it was like a true blue. I think it was what really played. Julius Randle played out his mind that year, and then playoffs, he didn't have a good series, and Trey did. I think that's how that went.
That sounds right.
I think that's how it went, but I just don't know. I think 8 is just good for them. I think that's good enough for me right now. So, who want to go next? That's my thoughts on them. I really had no really other than that. I do like Quinn Snyder though. I think he can get. I just don't know what he's coming with. I didn't really watch him a lot in the preseason, so to see.
We're gonna know. Take away
yeah, we're gonna know in the first. The first month or so. We're gonna see
up with him around, and
exactly. We're gonna see how they're gonna go. So, who y'all got?
I'll go ahead since we were just on, and I got the Magic at 8.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
You even higher than me on the Magic. Okay. Ooh. I mean, I know it's one spot, but still.
So a lot of things we talked about already. Franz and Paolo are such a fun little core to build around. They can both handle the ball so well. They're such good interior scorers. Wendell has made a good little spot for him there. They got the guard talent. It's just like it's a solid little team. And what I looked at the most with them is I saw they lost 4 straight games to end the year. And I'm like, I'm curious who actually played in these games. Yeah. And there's some games where like guys only played a half, or some guys didn't even play if they're best players.
Yeah.
Because like if you're out of it, there's no point.
You're not going to
just get your best position possible. So let's say if they were at a 36 win. If they won all 4 of those games to end the season, they would have been a 38 win team. If they won half of them, they'd be a 36 win team. I think they're capable of getting up to the 500 range if they just have some developments with their players.
I do too.
Which doesn't seem too crazy considering Paolo can take a leap after his rookie year. And Franz is he just plays winning basketball.
He does.
He's just a good basketball player, man. Like
I watched the Magic a lot last year.
As much as we haven't seen this guy play, Jonathan Isaac is going to be back and finally getting some reps too, right?
Yes, he is. Yep.
Say what
you want to say about him. He's still a good addition.
Yeah, he was a solid player for them before those injuries.
He was. He definitely was.
They kind of remind me of. They're like an OKC light. Like they have a shit ton of rotational players, and they're not like.
And we always keep wondering when they're gonna take the next step.
Exactly. They're in that little range where it's like you got all these draft picks, you got all this talent. This is kind of a figure it out year. Like you kind of see, like you can be cool with pushing some guys to the side to prioritize some winning and prioritizing who your future is going to be. So I've seen other people put them taking a larger leap, but this feels like a realistic, just like steady little increase in some of their talent. And they can easily just find some spots where they can improve, figure out some shooting too, because they need some shooters.
I wasn't expecting neither one of y'all to have a Magic at 8, but shout out to you for that. That's a good one. Who you got?
It was a tough team to leave off, just like you said. They got tough. A lot of pieces, just like OKC, and you want to see them all.
Yeah, it was tough.
All shine, but not this year for me. Sorry.
Who you got, man?
Number 8. I got the Chicago Bulls.
Oh, okay. I was wondering when we would hit the Bulls first.
Yeah, not too high on them, but still, they're in the mix. They're not going to get, home court advantage, but
that's all you got.
They got
the
mid. Yeah, they got the mid three. They got Zach. They got DeMar, Vooch.
Yep.
Vooch coming back on his extension, 3 years. Zach's got, hitting that stride. You hope he can play up to that max that he got. DeMar is going to play on a contract year. It looks like at this point. We'll see if he gets moved.
I don't think he can get traded. It's not the
It'll
Bulls
be based off team
I don't
success.
think so.
I think if
Yeah.
the team is really going downhill, I think they'll move him. But I think it have to be like drastic.
Come January, it's going to be. Yeah,
it has to be.
January's going to be a reality check for us Bulls fans, unfortunately. But time will come. It'll be exciting to watch. Alex Caruso is going to be steady for you. That's another guy who might get moved at some point. Just a nice guard, good contract.
If you get some good assets for him, man.
A rebuild for the Bulls in the future doesn't look too bad. We've got enough pieces to move to figure out something, but that's future talk. Kobe getting a start this year at the guard position. Love that for him.
Mm-hmm.
Want to see him finally get some shine.
Absolutely.
We all initially thought like 6-man role, but position that we're in, the growth that he's shown, happy for him. Let's see how it rolls. Pat, the question mark every year. When will he take that jump? Did not get a contract extension today. If he plays to this 20 mil plus, cool for him. I really just want to see him back. If the bag is there for him somewhere else, I'm happy for him too. Can't be mad.
Could this be motivation for him?
Contract year, you hope so.
Especially after what was said that he's looking for a extension, and it's not in it's 20, but not in it. There was another zero. They was
not
trying
the
to say.
200.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're basically saying he's looking for a $20 million deal.
Nah, ain't no way.
You didn't see that? You didn't see that?
No, I took it as he wants 20 mil a year. So we're talking 5 years, 100 mil, whatever. That's what I took it as.
Yo, really?
Like he didn't want to get like 5.
But you're the first person I heard say that, because a lot of people, including myself, took it as like how it was written.
You gotta think these things through, my man. No, I'm joking.
This guy. It made it seem like he was
wanting a lot of spins.
It made it seem like he wanted 200 mil.
If he wants 200 mil and someone's gonna give him 200 mil,
I'm gonna have to look at that shit again.
Whatever.
That shit was wild.
Check it out.
That shit was wild when I saw that shit. I was like, what? No way he wants that.
Besides that, last year we were 40 and 42. We added Torrey Craig, Javon Carter, solid role players, shoot a little three, play some solid defense. I don't see us getting any worse. I see us getting
40 and 41 last year?
41 and 41 or 40 and 42?
Yeah.
So I see us staying right around there, getting a little bit better with these additions, but that's about it as far as Bulls' expectations, as far as your boy Zoe thinking.
I got you.
We were talking about the guard room a little bit at the game on just how it's going to be interesting to see kind of how they distribute the minutes between Caruso, Carter, and Kobe as the season kind of comes full swing, because they all kind of have their own, they all kind of bring their own thing to the game. Like Carter's great defender, so is Caruso, but Carter can shoot the ball a little better, but Caruso can handle the ball a little bit better. And then Kobe can shoot the ball better, but he's still a solid defender, but he's not as good as them. So it's like you really have to pick your spots with those three. It's going to be interesting to kind of see how they fit.
There's definitely going to be some matchup-based nights where Javon's going to get a start, Caruso going to get a start. Hell, Torrey Craig might get a start at the 4 over Pat at some point. Even going forward long-term, he might get that start over Pat. It's a lot of versatile, pieces they got. It's not the most flashy. Yeah,
at the game, I saw some stuff at the game I did like. So, but they'll
be in the mix.
They will be. I'm gonna segue right into that. And number 7 is the Heat, and I got the Bulls at 7. Last year, I said it pretty fast. Last year, the Heat was at 7. This year, I have the Bulls at 7. I just said that so we can continue this conversation. But I did see a lot of good things at the game because they were actually playing for that first half. I like the movement. I like the pace they had off the rebound. Jonah did, make me aware some Zach was not playing on Thursday. So
Jonah had to make you aware? You just didn't see
what I'm saying? I wasn't even thinking like that because I like the movement. I like how everything was looking.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? But then I was like, damn, yeah, Zach ain't even out here when all this shit's going on. Like,
right. He's going to push the tempo. He wants to get up and down.
So if it's already in it was pushing it on Thursday. They was missing some, but the one thing I didn't like, how far Patrick Williams was catching the ball. Like, he's catching the ball way too far out to having to make moves. Because if he catch a little bit closer, he make 2 moves, hit the basket. He way 2 feet up behind the three-point line. He make 2 moves. He's only at a midi. No, we don't need all that. We don't. For me, I don't think that's his game.
No, he likes to shoot that mid-range. I don't like, one-on-one Pat either right now.
Hell no.
Much better finding his shot, spotted up, cutting off the ball.
I did like his aggressiveness.
Being athletic. Yeah, just be athletic.
Just be aggressive. And this is the quote. It was from the Lowe podcast. Lowe said, I'm hearing...
That's another thing. It's Zach Lowe. Come on now.
Yeah, but look. You don't like Zach Lowe? I don't really listen to a lot of his shit, boy. No, that's not one of your favorites. I'm hearing Patrick Williams wants big numbers, like starts with a 2 and isn't 20 kind of stuff potentially. And then I don't know who he's with on there. Marks. Oh, Bobby Marks. Bobby Marks said, well, here's one thing, though, that you have to look at. Basically, that's 50% of what's the max. Could be for a guy signing a max contract where the cap's going to go. Lowe says if it's 20, if it's 25 or 26 or 27, then it's more.
I don't believe it.
So it said, the last thing, of course, the two are talking about how much money Patrick Williams is looking for on his next contract. Some took Lowe's words to mean that the number 4 overall pick wants upwards of $200 million, like draft class members Ant, Ball, and Halliburton. But this exchange with Marks makes it clear that Patrick Williams is actually seeking a deal that features an average annual value of mid to high 20s. See, that's how you get with the clickbait. If you don't read shit, because it's like, because the way if you just go off, because the headline was what the first remark was about Lowe. So that does look like
Central is always going to have some baity-ass quote.
Yeah, so it looks like, but that's still a lot for somebody that's not doing, like, if you want money like Ant, LaMelo, Halliburton, you're not even doing that. He's not even showed that. So.
Not even, no.
He ain't showed to be even giving you 25.
You showing me your Kongu numbers, bro. Like,
yeah, you're not. Come on, we're not doing that. We're not doing it. But I got the Bulls at 7. I think they're gonna be playing unless it's really, really bad, like y'all said. I don't think they're gonna be trading DeMar. They're just gonna be going to the off season with this. So I think they can make 7. So I think they can make some improvement. I think people not dealing with injuries going into the season outside of Alonzo. So we didn't need to talk about that. But I think they can make 7. So yeah, who y'all got at 7? Unless y'all have some more thoughts about the Bulls, I feel like we just talked about the Bulls for like 20 minutes.
I'll go into mine. I got the Hawks at number 7.
Okay, bet.
I feel like they improve a little bit, but I'm still a little wary on some things they kind of have to tweak out, and it was hard to put them over some teams kind of ahead of them. I think Quinn Snyder, full year, is going to get them a little more better direction. Getting John Collins out of the rotation was going to be really good for them too, because
oh my god,
he needed touches to be successful, and he couldn't find ways to be successful when he was getting like a smaller role. So looking at, Okongwu's probably going to play a lot more minutes this year. He'll probably split those. I don't know if him and Clint ever see the floor together. I doubt it, but
that's going to be ugly. That was right. The scoring is going to be, oh my God, it's going to be so bad with
Sadiq Bey, I think, is going to be a big key for them. They traded for him last year, and he shoots the ball a lot. And
they did trade for him.
Quinn Snyder loves to get the threes up. Bogdanovich is going to be getting up a ton of threes.
Oh my God,
going to be getting up a ton of threes.
Be shooting. Of course, Trey going to be shooting.
I hope Jalen Johnson can find a spot in the rotation. He's taken a couple of years to figure some things out, but it's going to be a lower usage option. He's going to fit more into the role than is he as good as John Collins? No. Is it going to fit this Hawks team better? Yes.
And he's athletic. So worst case, throw him out there, play defense, crash
show
boards.
Something.
It's the Hawks.
Shout out to AJ Griffin too. He can get the threes up too.
Yes, he can. They got a team full of people that can shoot low key.
They have so many I think they're going to run a lot of those. They don't really have any Jalen Johnson's the only true power forward, but I think they would toy with AJ Griffin at the 4. I think they did that a little bit last year.
I saw Sadiq Bey at some 4 lineup projections too.
He was doing that a lot last year to close the year.
Yeah.
I mean, I trust Okongwu and Clint to rim protect and rebound. They're not going to be the best in the league at it, but they're going to do a good job at it. So.
Serviceable.
And Snyder kind of had that same build in Utah of other Bogdanovich playing the four.
Yeah.
And having Rudy as a rim protector. So you can kind of see some translations of how some of that influence can get pushed over.
I definitely do think he can improve that situation for sure. I just don't know if they're going to click or how it's going to be. So
it'll be interesting to see year 2 with DeJounte and Trey because
you always get that first year buzz.
It reminds me of the Rudy trade. Like you get that first year buzz. Everyone has the expectations. If something happens, it kind of gets pushed under the rug for the new shiny toy in the league, the new trade. Like everyone's looking at the Suns now. Everyone's looking at the Celtics, stuff like that. To where these teams, I mean, obviously those teams are top of the league, but these teams can kind of get out of the spotlight a little bit, figure some stuff out. So I'll keep my eyes on the Hawks.
They remind me kind of like Orlando and OKC, except they got Trey, so it's a little bit.
Yeah, when you got somebody like Trey, that's like changes all type of shit.
Exactly, but they still got a lot of pieces.
Yeah. It's just figuring it out.
Yep.
I always like watching
guys
the
that
Hawks.
bring it back too.
Yeah, I feel like the Hawks has always been that franchise that's always had fun players to watch for teams, but they just not beating upper echelon teams like that.
Shout out Josh Smith.
Oh my God, yeah, Josh Smith, ISO Joe, all those guys playing with the damn Marvin Williams, Al Horford.
Good. Hey, Atlanta has some good 90s. Basketball years.
Yeah, you go back to the 90s. You got Mookie Blaylock, Steve Smith, Mutombo.
Shout out to that video of Kyle Korver getting the heat checks.
Oh my God, man.
That's a YouTube classic.
Yeah. If y'all don't know, go check that out if y'all know about that.
Dude is just sprinting around.
Right. So who you got at 7?
7, I got the Brooklyn Nets.
Ooh, Brooklyn.
Yeah. Like we said earlier, really high on Benjamin David Simmons.
Yeah.
Hoping this man. Yeah, I looked up the middle name just for this.
Just for this, huh?
Just for this.
Okay.
Big supporter back in the LSU days. Hoping to, like Jonah said, just show me something. Doesn't need to be 28-8. Give me 14, 6-6 in 70 games. Just show me something. Contribute.
Yeah.
You know he's going to play all NBA defense every time he steps on the court, no matter what he's giving you on the offensive end. You still got Mikal. Like I said, he's not a 1. He's a good 2.
He's definitely a good 2, yeah.
He's a good 2. I'm not saying Ben is the 1, but
we get what you're saying.
Cam Thomas is the 1.
Hey,
in his mind.
Hey, unleash Cam Thomas. He's down there on my list too. Let him get some run.
He's getting his buckets.
He can fill it up. Yeah, he can fill it up for you. I'm not super high on Cam Johnson's ceiling as a 3. It's tough because he is a shooter. He's not going to do much else for you, but the defense is going to be there. He's going to be solid.
Like 28 years old already.
He's he's up there. You got Dinwiddie who's up there, and then just these other role players. Claxton's going to be solid, rim protection, rebounds. Dorian Finney-Smith is going to be there for you. So they got some pieces that I think will collectively get you around the 7th seed. But like we said, that East is tough. It could be one game and you slide in any type of way.
Yep.
It's a fun middling team.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
I'll be tuning
in. And it works out so well that my number 6 is the Nets. We're just going to go right into that. To the Nets. And last year, the Nets was number 6 last year. But yeah, I think they can still be the 6th seed. For everything you just said, I like the Nets. I think Ben Simmons is going to be good again this year. I'm not saying he may not be like Philly, but just yet. But I think this is that next step to get back to what people want. But if he's
stay healthy,
but if he's just healthy and just playing. Bro, they can be the 6th seed again. Like, if he's just healthy and just be on the court, they can be the 6th seed.
He looks more offensively aggressive.
Yeah.
Just driving. He doesn't need to be shooting threes.
No,
I haven't seen much where he
we don't need that.
Shooting mid-range.
Right, we don't need to be shooting
he's shooting mid-range now. That's growth.
Yeah, it is.
And he's attacking. So, positive things I'm seeing.
And on this pod, we love the midi. We love the midi on this pod.
If you're good at it.
Yeah, if you're good at it.
If you're good at it.
If you're good at it. If you're good at it, never leave it. Russell Westbrook. If you're good at it, Keep shooting it. Don't go back.
Stop banking it.
Right. Stop going to the 3-point line. Use that midi, man.
Stick forward on your dribble pull-ups.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, I got the Nets at 6. I think they're. I don't think they're going. I think it'll be just fine. If they fuck around and be the 5th seed, I wouldn't even be shocked. But 7-6 is good. But I gotta miss 6, and for everything else that Zoe said about him, why he has 7 it's pretty much the same reason I got him at 6. I don't think 6 and 7 is like that big of a deal. I mean, it is. It is when you want to when at the end, because 6 mean you ain't got to do no play in. But outside of like kind of pick standings, 6 and 7 is hard, bro. It's like anything can happen right there. So who do you guys have at 6?
Go ahead.
At number 6, I have the Indiana Pacers.
Ooh,
Jonah, I don't like the way this is shaping up, though.
This is my bold pick.
Yo,
you're running out of
the fact that you got them at number 6. Your top 5 is spicy. It's spicy.
I
think it might be. I'm thinking about who you haven't said yet.
It's not.
And we had 6.
Yeah,
I like.
Go ahead.
I'm high on the Pacers. One, I just want them to be good. They're like my little. Like, I've been trying to go realistic for the most part.
I've always hated the Pacers for growing up reasons.
I want to pick my. I mean, it's easier to pick a team to take a ride that's not in my conference, too. Obviously,
absolutely, that's easy. That's very easy.
It was in between them and the Magic, and I felt like the Pacers could make that little leap.
You gonna make the Magic at number 6?
When I was thinking my teams that are going to take a leap, those are my 2 options.
Damn, that's a huge ass leap. Yeah.
I really like their guard room. Buddy Hield. I don't know if he'll even be on the team to end the year. He's been getting chopped.
Yeah.
But Nembhard, I really like as their backup, or he can also play next to Halliburton. Just good basketball player. He falls in the Franz category. Good basketball player. Miles Turner, we already talked about a bit too. He's been having some healthy seasons too. He's just kind of knows his role. People had that big expectations that he could take a leap.
Yep.
He didn't take like a big leap, but he's just a very solid player. They gave him a little extension. He's sticking around. We didn't have to see him in trade rumors anymore.
We always got that.
Him and John Collins got up out of there. Tyler Hero, we're looking at you now. But Halliburton, really like his game. I'm high on Jarris Walker. Kind of Joe shouted him out earlier. I don't know how much he's going to play to start the year because he needs some refining now that I saw him on the NBA floor. But if he comes around,
that's a given. You know
exactly. Who else do they have that I enjoy? Let me pull up this.
On the Pacers, who else is on the Pacers that might be fun?
Chart.
TJ McConnell's always holding it down over there.
He's always holding it down.
He's always doing something.
Always holding it down over there, bro.
Isaiah Jackson, little energy big. I don't know. I like Ben Mathurin a lot too. He was one of my favorite guys in the draft 2 years ago. So a lot of it is just me liking a lot of their players. And Rick Carlisle, if you give him a surplus of guards, he's going to play them all and make it work somehow. He'll have.
I keep forgetting he's the coach there, but you're not lying. He's going to make that shit work.
Nembhard and Buddy lineup, and it'll work somehow. Like he used to run Trey Burke, Seth Curry, and Luka together, and it would work. Like,
Trey Burke. Ooh.
What a name.
Go ahead.
Mavs legend.
Great.
I thought he was going to be so good.
He was fun. He was really fun.
He was fun.
Pacers are my kind of bold choice.
That is a bold one. I like it though. I like it. I just like how none of our stuff is like really the same. That's what I like the most. They're not the same, so it's like we're not agreeing about on all this shit, and we don't talk about this shit beforehand. So I had no idea. Even if just talking, I never thought you were gonna have the Magic at 6, or the Pacers at 6. I would never thought that.
The way that Jonah's 10 is shaping up, I'm not happy right now. Let's just put it like
this
that.
is interesting because you threw me off by saying I was not expecting that, but we're gonna keep going. What we on 6? Right. Who you got, Zoe?
I got Atlanta.
Oh, you made them have a good jump, but I can see that 6-8. Yeah.
Honestly, give Trey and DeJounte another year together. Hopefully they fix whatever made start having trade rumors. I hope they fix that because I think it's a good combo what they have. They could be. I like the role
think so
players.
too. I think so
I like
too.
all the shooting, just like all you guys talked about. I like the rim protecting, rebounding 5, and space it out. Jalen Johnson, AJ Griffin, the Duke boys. Hope they can take some steps and provide some depth for them. And just like you guys said, they got a lot of shooting. I think they can put it together, be solid enough to, grab a 6 seed. But
how many Hawks fans do you guys know? Do you guys follow any? I don't know how they really feel about that combination of DeJounte and Trey.
I follow a couple.
I'm gonna find me. I think I follow some. I just don't know if they really are Hawk fans.
They seem to kind of be in that. The Eastern Conference Finals kind of teased them a little bit there.
It did. I think it messed with all of us.
It's hard.
It was a fluke, bro.
It's hard
but in that moment, it's like, man, they can build off this shit. And
it reminds me of Miami, like making the finals last year. Like it just adds that extra layer of expectation.
It does,
and it was a good thing that you made it that far. You want to play well.
Oh yeah, you definitely want to keep playing.
It's tough.
It was too big of a jump too soon.
Too big of a jump because no one saw that shit coming.
Yeah, John Collins. I'm not even sure what he was putting up during that series, but he was in trade rooms back then every season. So he was a question mark.
Anyway,
we thought DeAndre Hunter would kind of progress a little more too.
We did.
Yeah, he's been solid, but he hasn't taken that jump that you would expect out of a pick that high. It happens.
That damn DeJounte trade I think it blew. I didn't know that was going. He was on the radar, didn't even being shopped, but I mean, it made sense for the Spurs. But I was just shocked me that they even did that shit. Like,
I heard we were the backup option.
Oh, no shit.
We were really trying to pursue him.
So you would have had him and Ant in the backcourt?
We wouldn't have Rudy.
Yeah, you wouldn't have Rudy.
But
how do you feel about that? Would you have rather him or Rudy?
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, it is. That's
because rim protection is so important at the same time.
Too. Yeah. And DeJounte, his defense is good. I will give him that.
And I look at it with the Hawks too a little bit. Like,
yeah, he'd lock you down 94 feet, boy. Like, he's not playing.
They gave up some picks, but at the same time, they have so many young players that I don't worry about it too much with them for the near future. They have enough talent. If they have to retool thing, you can press that emergency button and still figures things out. But I think we'll have them in a reasonable spot.
I think so. Well, we are 6, 7.
Yeah, 6. Yeah,
6, 7, 8.
They could be like you said, slide a little bit.
Yeah, you just never know.
Probably down, but.
The East, them 6 through 8 is gonna probably be really interesting. They're gonna fluctuate so much because it's gonna be tight. I don't see no one after the first 2 seasons. I think you can just put anybody in those 3 through 10. Honestly, but,
facts.
Zoe, you want to kick off number 5?
Number 5, I got the Philadelphia 76ers.
Boom,
tough one.
They're gonna, it's tough because you have no idea what's about to happen.
Nope. They were.
So I'm going as constructed right now.
Last year,
where I think
last year the Knicks was 5, just so we not forget.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
Right now, as constructed, I got them as a 5 seed. Like I said, it really depends on this Harden trade. Embiid's health is always a question.
Always.
Maxi's got to take another step if Harden's not going to be there, or if he is there, you need him to keep growing. Harden's going to decline a little bit. You have to expect that.
Have to.
Tobias is going to give you whatever he feels like it on a nightly basis and claim he's an all-star.
I keep my head high.
Man, I don't know if y'all saw that, but he said he puts up all-star numbers every year.
J. Cole Light just be lying.
He said Philly fans would trade me for a crumbled cookie.
He did. Yeah. And low-key, crumble cookies overrated. We can talk.
High-key crumble cookie overrated.
High-key. Thank you, Zoe. Me and Raina went and we ate that shit. It was like
never dabbled my money in that.
She can make a better. She can definitely make a better cookie than
them. Go to
them.
Mariano's, get you a cookie for.
Oh my god, the chocolate chip Mariano cookie, man!
I'll be there tomorrow. Also, I gotta make a grocery.
Oh god!
Also,
go ahead,
D'Anthony Melton.
Yes,
people have been high on him for years. I haven't, but I'm coming around to it, seeing what the growth he's had, the work he's put in. Could be a solid a guy for them. You
just have to come to terms that he doesn't have much of a ceiling anymore. He is who he is, but what he is fun. He does his job.
Yeah.
Yes, people didn't know how to learn how to. It's okay to change your expectations about somebody.
Some guys just plateau, and it's like
just pivot a little bit. That's all you gotta do.
This is who he is.
Yeah,
and he could be solid guard for them off the bench. After that, it's kind of the same guys. You get PJ in there, brought in Pat Bev.
Yeah,
you get a top heavy team, and you just gotta.
Pat Bev and PJ the same player.
It's a tough.
Am I wrong?
I don't like the best things over there.
I'd rather put PJ on the floor than Pat Bev right now.
Yeah, anyway.
Honestly.
Yes, yeah. Pat from the crib, but I want PJ, my spirit animal.
Mm-hmm. Easy.
He'll make you a corner 3 a game.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's my thing.
Or some new shoes.
Is everybody too high on Maxey?
His shooting has improved so much that you gotta respect it. The playmaking is gonna be.
Because we always say they got Maxey.
All we've seen of him is when Harden's injured or not playing. We haven't seen a larger sample.
We're game planning for Maxey.
Yeah, that's what I'm
quick as hell too.
I would like to see that. Yes, I would like to see that because with Harden, I think that kind of like stunts his improvement, man. Because I just feel like that does. Harden, you don't need him. Just get off of it. I don't want to talk about Harden no more.
Oh, like I said, 17 hours now. I hope he's traded.
Yes. Hey, but look, as we're talking about, we're talking about Philly. Shit. I got Philly at 5 as well. So I'm right there with you. So just so y'all know, I got Philly at 5 for the same reasons. They can be at 5 because you got Embiid. If Embiid plays 65 games, you can still win a lot of those 65 and still be a 5 seed in the East for sure. So. And who they new coach? Oh, Nick Nurse. Oh yeah, he fuck around, keep them at.
He'll coach you up until coaching a good spot, no matter what.
NBA another sport. Coaching matters all year. Like it's gonna help. Like improving guys, getting guys in the right spot. Game plan. I think he'd be good for them. 5 is good for Philly. I have nothing else to say about them to use though.
No, I'm good.
Jonah, who you got at 5?
Go New York, go New York, go. I got the Knicks. The Knicks, they're interesting because I'm not they don't feel top of the East to me, but they are for sure better than all these other teams we've talked about. They're like the best mid I've seen. They're not like, if you watch them, they're not going to be like a top league pass team to watch, but they just play like solid basketball.
You don't have to because they're going to be on TV all the damn time. You don't need to watch them on league pass.
You can tell Tibbs is their coach because they just play that kind of basketball.
Exactly.
And no improvement. No offensive improvement. That's how you know it's Tibbs, bro.
Defense grind ass game.
This is the third team. We've seen it. The Bulls, the Timberwolves, and now we know how the first year is always going to be the best year for Tibbs. The first couple years. After that, it's going to be the same or it's going to go down.
Hot seat last year, midway through, and they switched it up a little bit and made some stuff work. But obviously, Randall, very difficult player to gauge. Very difficult player to gauge.
Especially after that All-Star year, or the first year he had with the Knicks, just went crazy.
Jalen Brunson, very good at basketball. He's good at basketball, but like the higher tier of the good at basketball.
Yep.
He's just fun to watch. He does a lot of unorthodox stuff. You don't see like many small guards taking step back middies for.
Yeah, he's like a small Pierce.
It's just
he's gonna get to his spot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I'm saying he'll get to his spot. Like he's not real like flashy, but he know how to use his body. He know how to use his space and get his shot off.
I like their rotational capabilities, like Quickly, DiVincenzo, Hart. All those guys are guys Grimes, like those are players you want to put around your stars of the team.
But is it too many of the same player?
I don't think so.
That was a question I had.
You don't think so?
Them also, I got them at 4 too. So
I got them.
We'll just cover all of our bases.
Are we on seeding 4? Are we on 5?
Cover all of our bases here.
Yes, because look, I got the Knicks at 4, and I'm guessing Zoe got the Knicks at 4 as well. So we can just talk about this. So last year, 4th seed was the Cavs. To run out number 5, Jonah had the Knicks. Me and Zoe had the Sixers. Now we're on 4. We got me and Zoe have the Knicks at the 4th seed. All right. Now, what were we saying? Zoe, was you about to talk about them?
No, just the same questions. They got a lot of players.
Oh yeah, I felt like they had this. Yeah, I thought they had. I felt like DiVincenzo, and Hart was the same dude.
Josh Hart gonna play up to the 4 if you want him to. So,
god damn.
Yeah,
that's a weird.
Tibbs gonna
rebounding his ass off.
Yeah,
yeah. So it makes sense. You got to look to RJ to provide some consistency on both ends.
He has to, right?
He has to be that guy if they want to take that step out of the 4 seed, in my eyes.
I think he has to. And I think Tibbs is the type of coach. Tibbs cares about regular season wins. That's another reason why the Bulls was the 1st seed over the Heat. The Heat didn't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Look at minutes per game every year and see who's top 10, and you'll see at least 2 players from his teams every year.
So with that being said, they're going to win games in the regular season, like them games that other teams don't really not going to give a fuck about. They're going to grind out a Tuesday night against the damn who's a bad team on the West Coast, the Jazz. They're gonna be up for that game. The Jazz ain't gonna be able to stick up on them. So other teams that might go to Utah and fuck around to slip up and lose, the Knicks wouldn't. That's why I got them at that 4th seed. I think like the last 3 seasons they've been around that 4 and 5 anyway. So I don't even think this is a bad spot for them. I don't think they got worse, and I don't think they got nowhere near better at all. So
I think they'll take a little bit of step back because Josh Hart was putting up unsustainable numbers for that end of the season.
He's not going to do that for 82.
I think he was just happy to be in a little situation. Yeah,
a little bit from that end of the season run because they jumped back up and they figured it out for a reason. They were playing really good ball. Is that going to be sustainable for a whole year? No. But are they going to be very far off from that? No. They're going to be relatively close, I think.
I'm really interested to see what Barrett is going to do. I'm really interested to see how. I just don't know if he's going to take that step.
Because Quentin Grimes, you know what you're going to get quickly. He can still figure out some more, but he's not going to change that much.
Yeah.
And I don't think Brunson's going to change much. Randall's not going to change a ton.
I think the surplus of guards, DiVincenzo coming in is going to take away from Quickly a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe Quickly develops more as a playmaker, but his scoring numbers might drop a little bit.
Absolutely.
Still be a good 6-man candidate, but relying on these role players when these top-heavy guys are kind of steady between Brunson and Randall, you know what you're going to get. For the most part, Randall's the wild card some nights, but
absolutely. You just don't know. I think 4 seed is good for them. So I think that was easy. Me and Zoe got the Knicks for the 4th seed, and who you got, Jonah? Oh, you didn't go yet.
I got Philly at number 4.
Yeah, so we just flip-flopping shit, yeah.
I was either 4 or 5 with them. Yeah. It's hard to tell, like we said, with the context, but Embiid's going to lead you to a lot of wins, and they still have enough talent around there to put them over all the other teams that are under them. It's still hard to read. Like you said, it'll be fun to see Maxey maybe get some more usage, see what he can do.
Yep.
Just dynamic player. And their bench should be diving too deep into it since they have Joel Embiid on their team and they're going to be straight. But I mean, Kelly Oubre was a nice little signing for some scoring.
I forgot about that. And you know what? He's like the quietest 20-point-a-game player in the league.
Because it was on that bad team.
Yeah, on the Hornets.
It'll be interesting to see him on, because the only time we've seen him on the Warriors year wasn't that good when he was with the Warriors. No. He had more expectations that year, I'll put it that way. And it was obviously like, you got to produce. I mean, he couldn't shoot on that team.
Yeah,
which was crazy.
Can't shoot, No.
And he goes to Charlotte and he's a sniper. But
I don't think... I think he might help them a little bit. I think
it's so low risk.
Nurse,
they're not paying him like anything.
You're not paying him shit. I think Nurse can get a lot of those guys, but we got to wait and see at this point.
Shout out to B-Ball Paul.
Yeah.
The Paul legend.
Oh,
Paul Reed.
Shit. Paul Reed.
Yes, he
who got
should see some
steady by Danny Ainge.
Damn.
Where is Danny Ainge now?
He's with
Utah. Out there with Wade. That's right.
They gave him that contract offer that pushed Philly over the luxury tax.
Yeah.
They didn't have any choices.
No, none whatsoever.
I mean, petty.
Yeah. Here we go.
Shiesty.
We finna get these top 3. This is gonna be interesting because I think it's gonna be really. Last year was Philly, Boston, Milwaukee. That was the top 3. I'm gonna start for my 3. My number 3 is Cleveland. I think Cleveland has a. You got Cleveland as well.
3.
Always got Cleveland at 3. Yeah, I think Cleveland is just. I think last year Cleveland just did not figure. They said they was overwhelmed against the Knicks. They just weren't. They just couldn't get it together. I think Cleveland is still doing some good things there. I think they got some pieces. Of course, they got Donovan Mitchell. It's the. I think they're the one team outside of the obvious 2 that don't have hella question marks. Not saying they're better than those other top 2. I think they're just a step above like the Nets and Philly, the Knicks and all those guys. I think they can beat them.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I think they're just better. I think especially in the regular season winning games. And they're a team that can be healthy. Mitchell missed some games, but he doesn't miss games like other top players. Is he a top player? Yeah, top star.
Yeah.
Not calling him a superstar. Yeah. He's a top 25, right?
Especially the load that he holds for scoring with their team.
So I think they got the defense, they got the young players. It's the shooting. I can't remember if they added any shooting.
That's the one thing.
Oh yeah, Max. So they went and
Niang.
Got, the help they need.
George's
yes, they
Niang.
did.
Did y'all see George's Niang season pick?
No, I did not. I'm gonna have to go look. I'm gonna look at that shit.
They were clowning. The jersey was a little tight. They said he looked like a front office dude who just dressed up.
Hey, his nickname Minivan for a reason. So
yeah.
Hey, Buddy can shoot. I'm not gonna say nothing.
No, Buddy can shoot.
He does his job.
I forgot about those 2 pieces. So they got shooting what they hit because they had 0 shooting in the playoffs. Like that shit was non-existent.
When they put in the 3 spot.
Yeah, it was non-existent.
That 3 spot, exactly. Yes. It looks like they shorted up with Strus, Niang.
Yeah.
LeVert's going to be healthy playing 1, 2, and 3.
You got
Okoro's just got to be a guy who's more than just a defender out there, though.
Absolutely. I agree with you guys on that. So I don't want to get all the takes out about the Cavs, so y'all can go ahead. How y'all feel about them? Why y'all make them 3?
I mean, the defense is going to be incredible. I think they were number 1 in defensive rating last year.
Yes, incredible.
They play a slower pace, which obviously inflates that stat a little bit. But Evan Mobley, I believe he was either 2nd or 3rd in Defensive Player of the Year last year as like a 3rd-year player.
Yeah.
He's just
crazy.
Versatile.
Expecting a growth year from him offensively too. Just
he showed some stints last year. The midi pull-up was there a little bit. Maybe at a corner 3, but even just a little bit of secondary creation. I don't know. Just mix some things up offensively, even if he's just doing handoffs to like Garland.
Get involved,
Donovan.
Oh yeah, I didn't mention Garland. Garland's still there. Like
I love me some Darius.
Yeah, like Zoe got me to really lock in on Garland.
From that jump, man is nice.
From jump,
I don't care if he's 6'2", whatever.
He might be one of the most underrated shooters in the league.
Yeah, I like Garland.
He has some stupid range. And
he does. No, Garland got game. So that's another reason. So it's like they got something nice there. They didn't lose nothing important. That's another thing. They didn't lose nothing important as well.
I just like the build of still having a top defensive team in the league with Donovan Mitchell and Garland as your.
I know Knicks fans is going to be irritated with this shit.
That's crazy. You would expect them to be giving up 50 points a night between that backcourt. But
and even if you have concerns, like you said, with Knicks fans, maybe say they maybe aren't a top 3 seed, they're going to win a lot of regular season games.
They are.
They're going to be a great regular season.
No, they are. They are. Yeah, I think they're going to win more than the Knicks for sure. Something tells me that all of us have the same top 2. Zoe, but you got anything else you want to say on the Cavs? My fault, man. I want to cut you off or keep you out of that shit.
Shout out Imani Bates.
Oh shit, yes.
Still rooting for you.
Yeah, I am. I'm still rooting for Buddy. I am.
If they got some injuries and they need a shooter, or he'll be going crazy with the Canton charge.
No, I think
I'm definitely going to see him out in Hoffman Estates for the $10 ticket. Yes, sir.
That's what they play. That's right. They do play out there. Yeah.
Go watch Carly Jones.
If we don't have nothing else, if you had nothing else about the Cavs, I think all three of us have the same 1-2, maybe not the same, but the same two teams. So I think just on the fly, I'm just gonna say who my 1 and 2 is. Y'all, we can just talk about these two teams. I feel like y'all agree with that.
Hold on a second. You really left the Bulls out your top 10, then?
They're number 11.
I was gonna wait till the end.
Okay, is it trades or do we just look bad? Damn.
And look, he off just watching them live too.
They're in that middle ground, but they're in the bottom of the middle ground.
Oh shit! Hey, he just watched them live too, so he's like, "Fuck that."
I don't watch the Bulls much too because I get blacked out from their games. So
you get blacked out.
That Midwest shit, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm gonna give you.
I can't watch in the league.
I'm gonna have to give you my like a login.
I mean,
I
can go if I need. I can just go on Stream East.
That's right. Right. You know how. Right. You're a young guy. You know how. And like I'm talking to like a 55-year-old man that can't figure it out. You got
that hurt, but that's a fair assessment.
I knew that.
I had the Raptors lower than them, so
I knew he left them out.
That's for good reason.
When he got to like number 6, I knew. I'm like, oh yeah, I knew.
I mean, if I'm high on if I have the Pacers and Magic that high,
it's a wrap.
Yeah, I knew you didn't have the Bulls that high. Fit. Yeah, no fit. But I'm confident in this that we both, all three of us, have the Celtics Bucks in some type of way. For me, I got Bucks Celtics. I just think the Celtics are going to win the first seed because I think they're going to care more about the first seed. I think that's what it is.
I got them first seed as well.
Yeah, I think they're going to care.
First seed as well.
Yeah, I think they care about the first seed more.
Our top three's on lock.
Yeah, I think I think overall they might have the best roster. They don't have the best player. I think they have the better roster.
It did get tough. You start lining up stars one by one, and they
got a better
Giannis
roster
and Tatum.
Yeah,
and it's Giannis by a little bit, but it's damn close. Jaylen Brown.
Oh, wait a minute. You said it's damn close between Giannis and Tatum?
Yeah, bro.
Ooh,
it's difficult when you come off the playoffs. Talking,
exactly.
No, I wasn't even just going off that. I'm shocked that you said that. I really am.
We're talking the top 5 players.
Top 5.
Yeah, Tatum top 5. Oh, wait, hold up. Don't hurt my heart twice now. Tatum ain't top 5 for y'all?
I need to know if Tatum and Giannis, because Giannis definitely should be in your top 5. If Tatum is in your top 5 going into this season, who are your other 3? Because you already got Giannis and Tatum.
We hate these goofy player rankings.
We do.
Let's not put our own out.
You did it. You did it.
I was just gonna say top 10 to be safe.
Yeah, you did it by saying 5.
Okay, fine. 5 to 7.
But who?
Let's go through these rankings, bro.
It's like Giannis, Embiid, Jokic, Curry. That's already Giannis, Embiid. Yeah,
that's where
you throw
Luka. Like 4 through 7, you're right there. What? Like,
he's a top 10 player.
He's top 10. I'm not gonna give him top 5 right now.
Anyway,
for me to throw you in the top 5, for me to throw you in the top 5, like he has too many. What the fuck were you doing in that game moments?
He needs to smoothen out his jumper.
Yeah, but
he needs a new animation.
Tatum.
Oh my God! So now Dylan. Listen.
Facts.
Okay.
Okay.
But I get what you're saying. You go from Giannis and Tatum, and then it goes after that.
And then it goes Dame and Jaylen Brown.
Yes. Who? I guess you can watch that. You can watch that too.
So then you get to Porzingis and Middleton. And
both
then Brooke and Drew.
Neither one of them stay healthy.
And then Brooke and Drew. Your top 4 from Milwaukee, top 4 from Boston. Like,
so if
Boston does get that edge.
Oh yeah, yes. Boston gets the edge, roster wise.
Right, roster wise.
Do we give them the edge? I couldn't even. Weird. Do we get them? Do we get them the edge? Who get the edge coaching wise?
We don't know.
Mazzulla.
You don't know. You got to go Mazzulla right now.
Right, I went Mazzulla.
I hope Mazzulla can figure out some of those growing pains because he kind of has some weird shit with his coaching.
I think he has no choice.
Taking timeouts.
I think he has no choice.
We saw some rotational stuff in the playoffs, but I just feel like this team having another year, and I just think they're going to be steady.
Yes.
When I look at the Bucks, I think it's easier to talk about the Bucks and why I feel they're lower. I think losing Drew and Javon Carter's perimeter defense is going to hurt them a lot more than you think.
A lot more than people realize, yes.
They play like crazy drop coverage, and Brooke is just sitting under the basket. So that's putting a lot of
situation.
Pick and roll.
Yeah, that situational defense is not going to be good.
It's a lot of pressure to put on Brooke to, yes, even if he has the season he had last year defensively, it's still going to be hard to have who's going to be their screen, like on-ball screen, maneuvers. I can't think of the word.
Pick and roll, Mike. They're... I don't know what you're looking for right now.
I can't think of it. It'll come to me.
It is 10:52 at night. We don't know what.
Late night pod.
Right. Shit, I don't know. I don't know what we're looking for.
But then
pick
you have
and
to
roll
balance,
maestro.
Then you just have to.
That's too many video games. Too many video games.
I'm thinking of badges.
You're right.
But then you have to factor in Dame's offense, and
that's the thing.
I think it'll make them a better team. But I'm not gonna be worried about point of attack defense with
and these two. I think the 1 and 2 spot. If you had the Bucks first, I don't even care because both teams will have to win on the road anyway. Both teams can. I get it. You want that 7th game at home, but I think both teams can win a 7th game on the road because they got those type of players to do that, to be able to win those games.
Yeah, I think once you start getting down to these guys 8, 9, 10 on the bench, Boston's looking real thin. You're looking at Sam Hauser and Luke Cornett trying to get some minutes.
Yep.
Don't know if anybody likes that, but
it might hurt them. It might hurt them in the playoffs.
Yeah. But you look at Milwaukee and they got Jay Crowder, Marjon Beauchamp.
I forgot about that. I forgot he was there.
Bobby Portis, he's moving up in the on the bench, but these are more serviceable, realistic, reliable guys on Milwaukee than Boston has.
It raises a good point with pulling up Cornette, because we talked about when this trade came out, they were going to be relying on Porzingis and his health. Yes, he's been better as of recent, but still 7'3", so it's not easy to be 7'3".
No.
And Al Horford, he's found the fountain of youth, but
every year.
How much do you want to rely on Al Horford?
Yeah, it's not.
It's fun to have him on your team.
That was the thing about losing Robert Williams. That really losing Time Lord really is. That might come back to haunt them in the playoffs. We don't know.
He's always injured though too. So
always,
yeah.
That's the other thing.
Just turn injuries off. It'll make our life easier.
I feel like in all sports, players are just getting hurt left and right. There's always, if they stay healthy. We hear that a lot.
Humans aren't supposed to be that tall anyways, and they ain't supposed to be that strong either. So it's just.
I'm with you on that.
It's tough.
It is tough. Zoe, you got any more thoughts? Anybody on these top two?
Boston, the role players for them. We talked about Pritchard getting his extension. Putting up some numbers.
I'd be salty at him with my extension with seeing everybody else's extension. I'll tell you that.
Honestly, yeah.
I'll be firing my agent. Yeah, I'll be firing my agent. Shit.
He could get at least 13.
Something, 15.
Yeah, give me 12. Yeah.
Maybe not with that roster. Maybe not. They might be strapped. I don't know the salary cap situation.
It's a lot of guards. They still got Derek White over there holding it down.
Yeah, they do.
You got to find some minutes for Pritchard.
Shout out to Derek White.
Yeah, the role players over there in Boston are solid. You still got Pat Connaughton over in Milwaukee too, who's solid sometimes.
Random rookie shouts. Andre Jackson with the Bucks. It's on UConn. Crazy at defender. Just needs to figure out something offensively.
Yep.
Opposite side, Celtics have the same idea with Jordan Walsh. Really good defender, needs to figure out something offensively. Both second-round picks, I believe. We'll see if they have something there. I mean, it's a great spot for those young players to build if they want to be role players.
I think the Bucks might need that help. I will say the Celtics definitely made their defense even better, especially the perimeter defense. The back end defense might have gotten a little bit. We just don't know because Time Lord's not, like you say, he don't be healthy anyway. But that perimeter defense, and it's a perimeter game now, is looking pretty goddamn good. Especially if they go small. You could do
Derek White.
Oh my God! Yes,
I would love to have
Tatum,
Jason
Brown.
Tatum as
Yes.
my third option as a perimeter defender in a lineup.
That's what I'm saying. That's the small. You put Porzingis at the 5.
I'm usually don't tune into Celtics games like that during the regular season, but I'm
don't
gonna make sure
they got to be playing somebody I want to see on the other side.
I'm gonna make sure to see how that Porzingis fit fills out.
Yes, I'm gonna have to be checking that shit out early as well in the middle.
How they operate there
in the season. Y'all got anything else on the Bucks or the Celtics? I thought we were gonna talk about them two teams a lot and dissecting things of them this year.
Yeah, I was about to say, do I want to talk about Malik Beasley?
Yeah,
best non-suspended Murray State point guard in the league. Campaign.
Oh, all right. Yeah, let's get into the next.
We're gonna. That was our predictions. We're gonna see. I hope Jonah has the worst list because he picked the Bulls not to make the playoffs. So.
That just hurts. I get it.
I feel it though. I almost did that shit my damn self. I swear to God, I almost did.
My hypothetical world has a nice draft pick coming your way.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Okay. I'm with that.
We almost at 2 hours. We're sorry. This is not going to be the usual of a long ass episode like this. But
blame the league for putting all these extensions on.
Yeah, and then the league starts tomorrow because this is going to drop tomorrow too, November 24th. But we're going to jump into these awards. We're going to do this quick. We got Rookie of the Year, Six-Man, Coach, the Defensive Player, MVP.
If you're arguing awards, and I don't know what to say, man.
Yeah, me either. And then we're going to do our finals matchup and our winner. And we're going to be up out of here. So, I'm going to start Rookie of the Year. I feel like this is going to be a Wemby award, just immediate if he just does anything good. But for me, I think Brandon Miller is going to be the Rookie of the Year.
Ooh.
I think LaMelo Ball is going to be feeding the fuck out of him. I think they're going to be running. I think he's going to win it. Outside of Wemby, we know how that is. We know how the awards and shit is with the NBA. With all sports now, we know how that shit is. So Wemby wins. I think that could fuck around and happen. But I do think Brandon Miller can win it. I know Chet is back in it. We know we got Scoot and all that. But I think my pick is Brandon Miller. I think he has that to win it. What people like to see, I think he has it. And I think LaMelo's gonna be feeding the ball. Like LaMelo's gonna shoot first. I think LaMelo's they're gonna run for sure, regardless. On a make or a miss, they're running the ball, and his first option is gonna be Brandon Miller every time, I believe. So that's my pick. Who y'all got?
Not mad at that.
You're not mad at that? I know. I just think Wemby, if Wemby wins, we're not gonna be shocked because just the media is just gonna be
someone holds the bookmark against you on Rookie of the Year.
Look, right. Did y'all see? We already got stupid shit. Y'all see the play he made on Clay? Like, I get it as Clay. He blocked the 3, ran down, and got the dunk. Fam, that is not the first time we ever seen that.
It's not the first time. Somebody's done that on Steph. Like, whatever. Let's move on.
We never, we've seen that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's how I'm scared about that because shit like that will get him to win the Rookie of the Year. And not saying he won't be deserving, but I could take it from somebody who might be deserving even more. But for me, it's Brandon Miller. Who y'all
Stephen
got?
A gets to vote on awards,
so there you go. Who y'all got, man?
I got Victor Wembanyama. Crazy.
The popularity pick.
But I feel you.
He's just really good at basketball.
He is. No, dude is really good at basketball. If y'all haven't watched, he is good. No, he's
already doing some stuff that we didn't see him do.
Yeah,
prior.
I'm telling you,
terrifying.
He's with Coach Pop in that system, and them coaches, the people he got around him. It's curtains, man. They do this shit right. I'm telling you.
I just like that the team actually has some talent around him. It's not just like your typical ass number 1 pick team.
Oh yeah,
it's hard
absolutely.
To do that in today's league now.
It
you
is.
really got to be in the mud.
Look at Jabari Smith, where he went. Ass.
Yeah.
Boo boo.
Hey, he's gonna bounce back this year.
He is. They got a real coach and shit over there.
They're not just telling him shoot the ball when he catches
it.
They're actually doing stuff. Shout out to that.
Yep.
But yeah, I just can't see a world where Victor doesn't.
Yeah, me either.
Personally,
for the pod, I had to pick him, but Wemby probably gonna win this shit. Honestly, I do like Brandon Miller. I wasn't mad at them.
Advice.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at them picking him.
Not betting.
No. It's not betting advice. I'm not telling you to do that. But go ahead, Zoe. Who you got for your rookie of the year?
I mean, I'm with y'all. I do think Wemby's going to end up getting it. That popularity, like you were talking about, all the extra shit, fine.
Hold on. But don't take that out of context. He's talented as fuck.
He's still talented. And yes, if he wins it, he deserves it. But it also could be because of that.
Absolutely.
All right. I got Scoot winning. I also don't think Wemby's going to play enough games to get an award.
Oh, you think because Coach Pop is the king? He is the one that started the load management shit.
Is there a restriction on rookies?
I thought it was all awards. Hey, we'll come back with the answer next week, y'all.
No, Jonah, see if you can find that shit real quick while you talk. I know Jonah can find that shit fast.
Yeah, for real.
Keep going.
Yeah, I know he can find that shit.
I think they're handing over the keys to Scoot. I know they got Anthony Simons there, Shaden, DeAndre. Cool. But Scoot's going to have the ball in his hands. He's their number one pick going forward. They traded the franchise for around this man.
So do you think he's going to be the number one and not Anthony?
Yeah.
From jump.
Should have the,
Okay.
They've said, I think they announced that he's going to be starting alongside
I'm still bringing
Anthony.
Simon. I would bring Simons off the bench, but that's just me. I see him as a six-man
But who are you
type.
going to put over him to start?
What you mean?
Simons. Who you going to put over him if you want to come off the bench?
I put Shaden Sharp in there at the 2. You still got Jeremy Grant.
Oh, shit. I forgot about Sharp. Damn, you do got a lot of... Yeah? Damn.
Per the new CBA, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved, All-NBA, and All-Defense are listed as having a 65-game requirement.
Well, shit, Wemby about to get this Rookie of the Year award.
Yeah, bro.
But I would like to see Scoot. I think he has the talent and the opportunity to win the award over there.
Okay.
I think a lot of that, too, is so many college players aren't used to playing 82 games in a season.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's smart. That's cool. I give him that.
Doesn't matter where you're coming from. You're only playing like...
Who was the Rookie of the Year last year?
Rookie of the Year last year was...
Banchero.
Paolo.
That was the winner last year. So we all pretty much got Wemby, but for right now, I got Brandon Miller. Jonah is picking Wemby. And
if I had to pick a second, I would pick Scoot.
Got you. And Zoe got Scoot. Yeah, I was supposed to pick a Scoot, but I really like Brandon Miller. And I'd like to see him have a good season. I'm pretty sure, I know people are really ready to just jump on him because of the debacle of shit that happened in Alabama.
And he didn't have a strong summer league.
He didn't. So it was
he's
just
gonna get compared to Scoot his whole career because that's what people do.
And he got picked above him. I just want to see him do good because Scoot gonna be that guy. So I really do think so.
Do I think they should have taken him? No, I think they should have taken Scoot. Am I going to hold that against them? No, they're different players.
Yeah, I'm not
going
to hold
different teams.
Yeah, the think pieces I was seeing on Twitter because it's Twitter.
Some hypothetical bullshit, man.
Right. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, let them hoop.
Watch them hoop.
Yeah, exactly. But shit, we can move on to the 6 man of the year. I was talking to Jonah about this off before we started recording. I could not come with a 6 man. I always forget about even doing 6 man picks because for me, even recently, players end up playing so many games or starting that they don't even be a 6 man no more.
We're saying Jordan Poole was the favorite last year and then he was in the starting lineup 20 games in.
I wanted to pick Russ for that, but he gonna fuck around and start a lot because people just don't play over there. So I don't have a 6 man for this. So I'm gonna give it to y'all. Island. I might just jump on one of y'all's because I don't have one. So who want to start?
Cool.
Who you got?
I'll go ahead. I got Malik Monk out of Sacramento.
I'm gonna jump on that one.
I like it.
I'm gonna jump on that one.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know why I thought he was starting over there. Why I thought
he's off the bench.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. I like that.
Thinking of the players who win this award, and it's people coming off
and lighting that shit up
and lighting it up. And Malik Monk has that type of game.
Yes, he does.
He can come off and get you 18. Who knows if he can sustain that for a long season? He's right there up there for a 6 man award.
I'm gonna go with that. I like that. I'm gonna go with him as well for all those reasons. You need somebody who's gonna light that shit up quick. And we saw in the playoffs, my buddy get off the man. Buddy has
him with Fox, the Kentucky, like
yeah.
combo.
And he was close in a lot of them games too. He was on there in them last 3 minutes, 2 minutes of the game. So that says a lot.
I'm glad he found a spot in the league too. He had a little rocky road coming.
The Lakers wanted him, but the money, he had to get paid. You had to let him get his check. So that he still be not with the Lakers, but I like that pick. I'm gonna go with that. Who you got, Jonah?
Totally unbiased. I'm taking Nasrion Hilton Reed.
The full name,
right?
Like you said, it's such a weird award to pick.
It is.
Hey, he'll be coming off the bench.
He will be, unless somebody
right.
And if he's starting, that means it's not going good for you because somebody got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
or he's playing the 3 for some reason.
Yes, and he still may not. That means
jumbo lineup.
Yeah, it's just something going crazy for you. I won't want him to be in the running for 6 man. I didn't
think about it. It was the first thing that came to my head.
Yeah.
Like, okay. I'm
6 man is so hard, bro. It's so hard. It's so hard.
I think it is.
I think 6 man was easier back in the day because players was playing, so it was like they was going to be the 6 man. So we don't have the Lou Wills and Jamal Crawfords no more. Just like bona fide 6 man,
the steady 6 man.
We don't have that no more. So.
I like it switching up a little bit though.
Yeah, I like that. I like both picks. I'm gonna go with Malik Young. So me and Zoe had Malik Monk, and Jonah had say his full name again.
Nasrion Hilton Reed.
Nasrion Hilton Reed.
That's what we got. So we're gonna get to these. I'm gonna go to the next one. We're gonna go with Coach of the Year. I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go with Coach of the Year is always just boring, but Joe Mazzulla, I think he's gonna get it. If they be steady and they get the first seed, you pick him.
Joe Mazzulla, Coach of the Year.
That's you. Y'all pick him too.
Yo,
yeah, if they're the first seed and they're steady and they had like 60+ wins, he should win it. Like there should be no debate to that.
A team that did really good or a team that took a leap. Last year was the Kings that took a leap. Mike Brown got it. Yep. Deserved.
Yes, I think.
And
they weren't the first seed last year either. So I think he's gonna get it.
I'd like to see a team that makes a leap, but I couldn't pencil one in.
I couldn't think of a team that's making a leap. Are you gonna give Frank Vogel Coach of the Year to get this team to be the second seed? No.
Unless they win like 75 games for some reason.
Yeah, they got to win some crazy amount of games. Like the Nuggets got to win. Yes. No, for real, they got to win a crazy amount for them to win that shit.
I'll tip my cap to Frank.
Yeah, he's not going to win it. So I did the same thing. I can't see AJ Griffin winning it. They got to be the first seed for him to win it because the Bucks being the second seed is not going to do it.
Even then, it might be tough.
Yeah, it's still going to be hard because look what they got. So he's not
or
going
if
to
a team has a shit ton of injuries and they overcome it.
I think a dark horse might be, if they make a leap, is Quinn Snyder with the Hawks. If they fuck around being that 5-4 range, I think he can win that shit. But I don't see that happening, but I think he can win that. So we're all in the same, probably got the same reasoning for Joe Mazzulla. I don't think we got to go deep in that. I'm just going to go right deep into Defensive Player of the Year. Who y'all got? I'm not going to go first this time. Who y'all got?
I'll go first. I got Evan Mobley.
I like that pick.
I got Evan Mobley too.
Damn.
He could have very easily won last year.
I don't have Evan Mobley. I don't have him.
Could have very easily won last year.
He definitely could have.
I think they like to shine towards the... It's hard to consistently win these awards because
it is. Unless you're
the guy's
Rudy.
really good.
Unless you're Rudy.
In the upper echelon, or you're blocking like a shit ton of balls a game. Like it's tough to win that consistently.
Yeah.
I mean, they already got the team success. It's just like, hey, do your thing. You kind of already have your short list of guys for this award, though.
You do.
Correct. Yeah.
Very
like
short.
Jonah, like we talked on earlier, the team defense over there is solid. He was already up there for the award last year.
Rooting for him anyways.
He's a similar body type to Triple J, so you can see some type of growth there and expectation. Playing that help side defense, get some blocks, get some stocks, get some deflections.
Versatile guys are fun.
Active. He's long as hell. He'll be out there. A lot of opportunity for him.
I almost went with him.
For a 7-footer.
I almost went with him. But I think I made a mistake. Started reading shit. Reading columns. Started drinking the Kool-Aid. And off impulse, I picked this person and I'm going to stick with it. Anthony Davis.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh man.
Hey, but listen. I already picked him to go to the third seed, right? If that's gonna happen, he's played
correlative.
He's played some. Yeah, he played some games. You saw him in the playoffs. He might have been the best defensive player in the playoffs until Jokic just killed everybody. So I'm not even going to hold that against him.
Yeah, Denver was killing everybody.
Yeah, but I think Anthony Davis could win it. If he doesn't, I won't be mad. But I think that's my pick for it. I think I might have been drinking the Kool-Aid, reading articles, watching shit. I think I might have fell into that, but I got Anthony Davis. Mobley was second for me, but I got Anthony Davis. That's what I got. So y'all got Mobley. I got Anthony Davis to win that shit. That was easy. I think these awards, like y'all said, if you arguing over this shit,
it's just kind of for fun at this point.
Yeah,
if you hit one, you're like,
this is fun. This is just
if
talking.
You miss, I don't remember.
Yeah, this is just for talking shit in April and May and June type shit.
Especially,
that's what this is for, and for y'all to be, talk to us about it. But on to MVP. Who won? Wait, defensive player of the year last year was
Triple J.
Last year MVP was Jokic. Back to back?
No, Embiid.
Oh yeah, Embiid did win. That's right. Fuck, bro. Oh man.
Man, like any of 10 players going at this point.
So I'm gonna start first with this one. I had two guys. I kept going back and forth. And the one team I don't have that high, the other team I have very high. And I wanted to go with Steph to win. But I don't have them going out of the playing at all.
That'd be tough.
Yes. That would be
it'd be very tough. I think he's gonna go off, but I don't think it's gonna be he'll be able to win. And I'm gonna go with Jason Tatum. I got Jason Tatum winning the MVP. I know that's weird. We just had that top 5 talk, but we're talking about
what? It's not weird because I got Jason Tatum as MVP.
Oh, I think Boston being the first, if they're rolling, Missoula winning Coach of the Year, your best player is probably just going bonkers. Jason Tatum.
You got at this point. You can't give it to Embiid.
You can't give it to Embiid.
You're not gonna give it to Jokic again.
Right.
Giannis with Dame. You kind of rule him out.
You're not gonna do it. KD.
You're running out.
You're not gonna give it to KD.
You're running out of people to give it to.
Yeah, I don't think LeBron give a fuck about it. Honestly, I really don't. I think at this point he just missed out on so many MVP awards to the point now it's like he's not getting another one. He should have 6, but he's not. So I think it's Tatum.
I don't think any players really care about it that much.
No, they don't.
Because if your team's good enough, that's not your worry.
Yeah, you're not worried about this shit
anymore. The only reason you'd want to is your team's not good, but you're not going to be in the running if your team's not good.
Absolutely. So, Jonah, do you have Tatum or do you have somebody else?
I picked Jokic because he didn't win last year, and voting is stupid.
You know what? I like that.
Let's just say that voting is stupid.
I like that narrative because I can see that happening. I can see people doing that. And they're the first seed, and he's still doing his numbers. Yeah, it's going to happen.
Put up his numbers.
Yeah, he is.
The team's going to be good.
Yeah.
He didn't win last year.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. He tries for the whole season, not everything.
No, I'm absolutely. I'm so okay with that shit. I'm so okay with that.
It's like Giannis could have three-peated or whatever. I think he was going for a three-peat, and they gave it to Jokic, and it could have easily went to him too. It's like,
yep.
The voter fatigue and stuff like that is just
which was
weird.
Nonsense. I still could have. I know it would have been weird for him to the first three-peat since whoever, but if he was good, he was good. That's how I felt about Jordan. That's how I felt about Bron. If they were good, they were good. Like, get that shit to them.
I'm not looking at their resume and
moving field goal
checking
posts
boxes and
moving the field goal.
He didn't win this year against this.
Or he was mean to me when I asked him a question.
Right, he was the best player on the best team, or he didn't put up the best numbers. It's like
accolades are only there for when people are arguing they need to get an edge up on someone because of a number.
That's it. So I think that was fast. I figured some of these we might agree on, or all of us had the same one, but I didn't think it'd be that. It was easy. Recap for that. MVP we picked me and Joe.
What, most improved player?
We not doing that shit, but if y'all want to do it, we can. I didn't pick one.
I just want to shout out Cade Cunningham.
Okay, we can do that because
doesn't count if he's injured.
Because then they give. Hold on,
I mean, John Morant won from year 2 to 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So.
The award got dumb after that, bro. The award got dumb. Like, it should have been Jordan Poole that year. It shouldn't have been no damn.
You can't
give it. You can't do
the
that.
number 2 pick.
Like the Julius Randle year made sense. The CJ McCollum year in Portland made a ton of sense.
Sense. Like what
it's hard to find a guy that's gonna like jump that much statistically.
Yeah, like come on, man. But if y'all want to pick one, I don't have one. That's fine. Cade Cunningham.
Now we can move on.
All right,
I picked Vassell.
Oh,
okay.
Vassell?
I think if he averages like 22, 23, he could win it. That's a healthy improvement.
Yeah, I can do that. He definitely been running.
I think he's a popular pick though, but
yeah.
Hey,
we just move on to awards. We're gonna go to these finals matchups. And winner from me, I was gonna kick it off for my finals matchup. I'm going with the Lakers from the West.
I knew it.
I'm going with the Lakers, bro. I'm going with the Lakers. I think we don't have 2 more years for Bron to get this number 5. I like the additions. Zoe said I was very hard on Ham last year. I probably was, but I was going on what I was watching. He definitely improved. That roster improved the deadline last year, and the roster improved this summer. I like the pieces. I think players can stay healthy. They got shooting. I think they're going to be able to play defense. I think this team is built to win in a series. I think they can do that shit. I think they can. If they had to run up against Denver again, I think they can actually get them this time in the series. For the East, man, this shit was hard. This shit was so hard. But for me in a series, when it's a close series, a lot of times I go with the best player. And I'm going to go with the best player again this time. I'm going to go with the Bucks to make it out the East because they have Giannis. I think in a series with the Bucks and the Celtics, it's going to come down to one game. I know I like the Celtics defense and overall roster, but when it comes to that game 6 that Giannis had in the finals, I cannot get out of my head when it comes to closing the series out. I feel like I've seen Giannis close a series better than I've seen the Celtics close out a series. Until they prove me wrong, I will not have the Celtics beat them in a series. I know they got Drew. I just love Giannis so much to the point. I think I really want this LeBron AD versus Giannis shit in the finals. I think I really want that. I don't think if we don't get it this year, I don't know when we're gonna get it. And
that's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know when we're gonna get that shit.
If we don't see it this year, we're not gonna see it. So that's the only reason
that might be
behind your picks.
Yeah, I might be a fan bias with that. I want to do Lakers Celtics, but I'm like, God damn, how many times are we gonna see that shit? Like in our life.
I thought about it too.
You know what I'm saying? And out of those two, I just can't see another team making it to the final. I know we said that shit last year, but I don't see the Bucks and the Celtics fucking up again, back-to-back playoffs. I just do not see that. So it was hard between those two, so I went with the Bucks. For my winner, I'm going with the Lakers.
Of course.
I know y'all saw that.
Well,
when you listen to this shit, I know you're going to already know I'm going with the Lakers. I'm going with the Lakers. I'm going with the Lakers to win their, is it 18th, 19th of all time? I don't know. Bron's 5th.
18th,
I still think Bron will win Finals MVP. And I think Bron will win his 5th Finals MVP. I'm going to go a step further. But that's what I got. Who y'all got going? And I got the Lakers in 6.
Go ahead, Jonah.
I know some bold predictions, man. I got the Denver Nuggets and the Boston Celtics.
Hey, listen, I'm not mad at that. We thought we were gonna get that shit last year.
I don't know.
I'm not mad at that.
I want to. The Bucks. I got to see the Bucks play. I got to see Dame acclimate to that team a little more.
Yeah.
Move my thoughts there.
Mm-hmm.
I got some other things to figure out.
Yeah.
Celtics.
It's a hard one
build
to
across
pick the Bucks. Yeah.
Some of their issues. And then the West, same thing with the Suns. We got to see what they do. It's hard to staple them in as a finals team when we haven't seen them play a real regular season game.
Yeah.
And I've seen plenty of the Nuggets play good basketball.
Plenty.
And if they lose, I'll be like, okay, cool.
Yeah, they just lost to a better team. That's it.
Yeah. I just like their little, they lost one player. They got some other players that can fill in. And they had they play steady basketball.
I do think they're going to be in the Western Conference Finals again.
But I don't have them winning. I got the Boston Celtics winning.
I was just about.
Oh,
shit!
That was
I really thought he was going.
I really thought
he was going to pick the Nuggets to win again.
Hey,
honestly,
repeating is difficult.
It is very difficult.
If they do it, hey, applaud to them.
Yeah,
good.
Repeating
good
is
for
very
y'all.
hard. Repeating is that's a lot of basketball in 2 years.
I'm putting some eggs in some baskets with already putting all these things. It's kind of like what you said about picking Tatum as MVP.
You already
got all these things rolling.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it rolling.
Yeah, keep that shit rolling.
And,
I did want to put Boston in the finals. I ain't gonna lie, I did. But man, I want to see Giannis against Bron and AD. Man, I want to see that.
I want the Cavs to make a little run.
Yeah,
but we got to see more from them, obviously, since they lost in the first round last year. Obviously,
they might fuck around and just team ball you out the playoffs.
I want them to do really well because I like their team. I like their little rebuild after LeBron being it's their best team they've had with not
1,000%. It took
cool
them
to see
2 times for LeBron in the league to get this shit right.
It's cool to see them build it up so quick too. Like, they figured it out and they bought in. And I like rooting for them.
Yeah, getting the
chip
the
is
picks. Yeah,
finals. It's tough. It's tough
because they're gonna have to. If it's like that, if they're the 3 seed and Milwaukee's the second or Boston's second, you got to go through one of them teams to even get to the conference finals, and that's gonna be hard.
Bucks and Celtics feel like the only serious teams in the East.
It is, man. Unless there's a major injury to somebody, I don't see anybody out of those 2 to make it out.
Season shenanigans.
Yeah. So you got the Celtics winning. Okay, who you got, Zoe?
Unlike Jonah, I got Phoenix. He was trying to throw a little shade on him. I got Phoenix, and hey, honestly,
I'm shocked.
It was tough.
I'm shocked.
I start thinking about the moves they made with that Aiden trade and getting some extra pieces.
Yeah,
and you think about that top-heavy big 3.
I
think that big 3
that's a crazy top-heavy big 3 right there.
Very reliable big 3, though.
Reliable, and how?
If KD is on the court,
Bill too. Don't get it twisted.
Honestly, health is going to be an issue. We've already said this, but if all of them are healthy, reliable scoring, they're going to each get you buckets.
Oh yeah,
you don't have to worry about somebody being off with those 3 in my eyes. And then you put those pieces around, just enough to get you by in a tough West.
I ain't feeling it, but I know.
Hey, I know.
I just don't know, man. Something about Phoenix just don't. Man,
my second pick was Denver. Same thing. It's hard to repeat, but continuity. Yeah. They got a couple guys just sliding in. They play good ball. I get it.
I think Denver's a lock for the Western Conference Finals, though. If they get, the first seed, they're a lock.
I would be surprised if they lost in the second or first round.
Yeah, absolutely. First round. Second round definitely be shot.
If they fall off, it might just be one of those years where they just they weren't committed. They come back the next year, and then that 1 seed all over again. We got to think the Spurs when we're thinking the Nuggets.
When you effectively build around a player like Jokic, you really got to fuck up to
you do
not at least make it to the second round.
Because you think about it, the Spurs, they weren't going back to back.
No, they took a year off, took 2.
Yeah, they were always getting their wins though. Always were a high good regular season
team. It was always an odd year for them.
Yeah, they was winning. They were going to the playoff. They just weren't winning every year. So, hey, I'll still take that shit too. You got 5 of them since 2000, since '99. So, that's more than a lot, right? A lot of teams don't have that shit. So,
I'll take a serious win, man.
Yeah, who's your who's your winner?
Oh, at the East, I got the Bucks. Just like you were talking about.
You didn't even say them,
over Celtics.
You got a rematch.
I do.
I
didn't realize it, honestly.
You got a finals rematch. What year was that?
2021? That was a great finals. That was the COVID year, 21.
Like the year back, right? After the
21.
21? Yeah, 21. So you got the rematch.
First full year.
That was a fun year.
Who you got winning?
I got the Bucks winning.
Ooh, okay.
I feel like, just like you said, Giannis trying to close out a series.
It's hard, bro.
Tough.
That's hard.
Dame trying to close out.
Yeah, it's hard.
Dame with actual some high octane playoffs again, man.
Yeah, we haven't seen that in a minute. We haven't seen that shit in a minute.
I hate that I'm picking the Celtics, man. I love the Bucks. They're a fun team.
It's tough. It's tough. It's a likable squad. And then they got that championship history with their core, you know?
Yep.
Bringing that back, they got a little bit more experience than the Celtics. I think it gets them past it. And then I think the Bucks win it all.
Hey, I'm not mad at it, man. I'm not mad at it. So I got Lakers, Bucks, Lakers winner. Jonah, you got Bucks. No, Celtics.
No, Celtics
Nuggets. Celtics winning.
I mean, yeah.
So got a Finals 21 rematch with the Suns and the Bucks.
We're going other ways, but I got Wolves Cavs going other ways.
Right. And you
Wolves Cavs.
Right. And Zoe picked the Bucks to win. Right? I mean, okay.
Yes, sir.
That was oh my God. That was
got a sprinkle in some homerism.
Yeah, homerism right there. That was fun though. Like always. I can't wait to see how this shit's gonna look come April.
It's always fun.
April, we're all gonna be wrong.
I have so many Google Sheets from my either my draft big boards, my mock drafts, my season predictions, and just going and looking back at them.
Yes, it's so much stuff that I know. I'm like, oh my God, I missed that one badly. It's gonna be teams. Zoe, did you want to do some little odd things we're gonna be here, or you chilling?
Nah, we straight. Let's get up out of here.
Zoe's like, we're gonna start giving y'all some little things to gamble on. Little bullshit parlays. You feel? We're gonna start. This week is just long. We're gonna start bringing that shit to you every week for this hoops. Yeah. Wait a minute. Do y'all bet just everything? Basketball, football, baseball, shit like that?
Yeah.
UFC? Are y'all?
Nah.
If people start doing UFC and shit, I'd be like, oh.
UFC if it's a big card sometimes because it's just fun
I get
to
that, but them small ones,
something.
yeah. I'm like, I'm good on that. I'm straight.
I like watching the big UFC cards.
Yeah.
And it's like unpredictable as hell. It's fun to have a little.
Oh man, this shit been fun. Shit, we ain't got. I don't know. We got anything else to talk about? If we miss an episode, we just talk about it next week because I ain't got nothing else to talk about. We at 226
action next week.
Oh my God, yes. 2 games tomorrow, and I'm gonna be so happy.
I know.
Geeked.
Two games.
Can't wait to overreact.
Yes, Twitter gonna be on fire. Oh God. Twitter gonna be on fire. But shit, man, it was fun, man. Y'all got any closing remarks? I don't think so.
If you want to bookmark
the
any of these,
then
yell at me. Go for it. It's not gonna hurt me.
No, not at all.
Don't yell at me. Don't at me. Don't nothing.
Oh, at me. At me.
Yeah, at them.
At me, I may not respond. I'm good at not responding. I'm telling you that now. I'm so good at that. I get dumb responses a lot. But at me, I might have the time that day. I might respond. But just might. I got all the smoke for y'all all season. I'm ready for y'all. But man, that's us. That's us for this week, man. Check out this episode tomorrow. Remember, every week at 11 o'clock Central, everything drops on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, wherever else you get your podcasts. They're everywhere. We're out there. Uncommon Commentaries Podcast. See y'all next week. We out. Peace.